Once again, we locked in with another episode of Strip Clubs and Art Galleries. You know what I mean? I'm going to bring you more episodes every week. You know what I mean? We back, Big Britt. Britt, where the fuck you get that hat at?
Mind your motherfucking business.
Yeah. Hey, Britt is back.
I'm going to tag that shit. That's that Black Club. But y'all know.
You are back, Britt.
Fuck my boy.
Hey, y'all, my baby Britt came back from the dead. She back.
I'm back from what you said. I
said what I said. I didn't say that was crazy.
Nigga said I was out being nasty.
I said you might have been out.
Nigga said no. He ain't say might. Nigga said I was being nasty. Nigga,
I mean that's how people catch COVID, being close.
Was not. He said I got COVID because I was being nasty, messing with random niggas in the club.
I'm just saying that's how I caught COVID, but you know.
Messing with random niggas.
No, being nasty. Hold up. Wait a minute. No. Shorty,
baby,
no. Hey, if y'all know me, y'all know what I like. Listen, I'm
at peace. I'm nigga
free.
Yeah,
y'all know what I like. Yeah, y'all know. They know what I like.
I don't know because
you would be here if I ain't like what I like. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like look.
You said that's how you. Okay.
Hey, that's a perfect segue because if y'all watch this show, since y'all been watching this show, since the very first episode, I don't bring y'all nothing but what I feel and what I deem might be the finest shit I can find on the market.
Yeah.
And today is another episode of just that. You know what I mean?
Well, all right.
Because I like them fine. I'm sitting here going through your gram while I'm looking like, yup.
Bring the baddest to the baddest.
Yup.
No,
so, you know what I'm saying? So on that note, to the audience watching at home, man, I just want to welcome y'all to another episode of Strip Clubs and Art Galleries. I want y'all to take a look at what we brought to y'all today. We got an artist who's not just an artist, but a writer, correct?
Absolutely.
Producer?
Yep.
You do that too?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into it because I got some wild questions to ask you about that kind of shit because I know what people do for some beats and shit. Okay. But, so, you know, we got another episode of Strip Clubs and Art Galleries. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We got Flyt in the building tonight. We got Big Britt in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes. I'm a little tipsy. Hey, you got me on brown.
As you should be.
Oh, y'all are
because I fuck with brown.
You're a man.
A grown one.
I'm a man at heart.
Do you judge niggas like if they drink tequila versus like brown liquor?
Honestly, no. I don't give a fuck what you drink. I do judge niggas sometimes.
On what?
When they smoking hookah.
I have no shot here tonight. you done shot my shit down too early.
This is gonna be an interview.
It's early. Like how can you kill me that early?
I'm
not
trying to kill you. In a club and they be like, "Let me get a bottle of Tito."
A little strange.
Y'all don't be looking like.
I mean, to each his own. Everybody do their own thing. But I remember when hookah first started coming around.
It's for girls.
Seeing a man with a hookah.
Hookah for girls.
Hookah is for girls.
It was very unusual. It was very unusual.
Hey, look, man.
Pull out a blunt.
This is what I want y'all to understand.
That one.
Right? This is a learning experience for y'all. If you like something as an individual, do not let society push you and coerce you into not being yourself.
You absolutely do not have to, but you're not
that for
you.
What I know as a fact,
you're not
as a man,
no play.
A lot of times we do too much trying to impress women and we lose ourselves in the process.
Is it for women, really?
It's absolutely for women. I ain't done nothing to impress a nigga. Not yet. You know what I mean? But if you approve of it, then I'm going to do it. And that's the problem sometimes, right? Sometimes we just go a little bit overboard trying to appease women and we get lost in the mix and we forget who we are. So don't forget who y'all are. If you smoke hookah, it's all good. If you smoke crack, it's all good. Do what the fuck you do.
No, if you trying to fuck a bitch and a girl's like, oh, you smoking hookah, I'm not fucking you.
I'm going to kick that motherfucker. Like,
I don't think no girl ever going to say that. It's just a judgment we see in our eyes that we never going to tell you about.
But y'all judge everything.
I'm not going to lie. I don't mind a nigga that smokes hookah.
I don't mind
that records himself smoking hookah.
That's a difference.
That's a difference.
I don't take selfies at all.
Okay, that's definitely a difference.
I don't do no selfies,
yeah,
all right?
That's for girls.
I don't care what
I'm
you
not
do.
pretty enough to do selfies.
To each his own.
But what I'm saying is, I smoke hookah, but I'm not fucking trying to be cute smoking hookah. Women are trying to be cute smoking hookah, so it's like, why he trying to be cute?
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't want to see you on Instagram like...
I'm not doing all that. You'll never.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Like
when I see that, I'll be like,
I don't even like
okay.
I promise you'll never catch me like that.
I feel like even as a female, it's just like it's a hookah.
Yeah, but that would it's just, women do everything cute. Like everything y'all do is trying to be cute.
And it's
like,
not sexual. So
it's like I sip my tea cute. Like, come on now, like it's tea. Just drink the shit, right? But at the end of the day, it's a woman thing. So I get that, right? I get that. But selfies to me are a woman thing. I think men taking selfies is kind of feminine. But that's just my personal opinion.
That is kind of... No, I can see what you're saying.
You don't think a man, like...
It's 2023, no.
But you got to get angles.
Yeah, but some niggas is fine. So you got to get the angle.
But if you fine, just be fine regular, my boy. Like, you ain't got to be fine from the right.
You got to take it.
So you like, oh, boo, get them angles.
No, that's a fire-ass flick.
Now you in the house competing with a nigga for who got better pictures.
Okay, handsome. That's what I'm going to say.
So what you gonna do when your nigga edit his pictures better than yours?
I don't know. Men don't edit pictures.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know what type of men you know, but men I know is not editing pictures.
It's visual. Unless you just get on the gram and you can see it. Niggas is editing them photos.
Unless if they editing the photos for color-wise, but editing their face and all of that,
yeah, they trying to get the right skin.
I don't know no guys who aren't gay that edit their face.
But you know guys who aren't gay that smoke hookah?
I do. But that's a different
So you got
story.
a problem with that, but not a problem with the gay guys that's editing their face.
What you mean? Niggas is inhaling something with a pipe.
I mean, fuck. So if I got,
what are we talking about right now?
Time out.
We talking about a selfie and holding a pipe to your mouth like this.
All right, so
inhaling and exhaling.
On that note, I want y'all to.
That is true.
But I have no problem with men who smoke hookah. I don't. I'm just saying.
On that note, Flyt is telling y'all if you got asthma at home, you better not hit that pump. Just drop dead.
That's not the same. That's not holding a pipe.
Because the nigga got to suck the air out of asthma pump.
Asthma pump.
He's sucking
and
it out.
hookah pipe.
So I'm not gonna lie. If I see a nigga
Asthma
pump like his asthma pump, I'm gonna be kind of turned off because it's like you a weak ass.
Right,
nigga.
but what I'm saying is
That's
y'all
OG.
just make
That's
up
OG.
these. Y'all, what I'm saying is women make up these fucking stipulations
I didn't make up
that don't
nothing.
be making
No,
sense.
that's a man.
There's no
If a
stipulation.
nigga about to
That's a
drop
man
dead and he
thing.
suck the air out that fucking asthma
I'm
pump.
not.
No, y'all
I don't
do
care
that
about
to
that.
each other.
I don't care about that. You gotta live.
Trying to live.
No, y'all do
You
that
gotta
to
live.
each other.
You
Men
gotta
do
live.
that to other men.
Nah, that'd be women.
Asthma pump and hookah pipe are two totally different things.
Hey, look. So this got me asking. One, I got a question for your ass, right? You a fine one, right? So you feel like me as a man, right? If we out in public, I'm supposed to defend you. You feel like that?
This nigga got
Not you asking me this question.
I just want to know. Do you feel
If
like
you
that?
with me,
Yeah.
we together.
We go together?
What's going on here?
I mean, do we go together?
You asked me the question.
Yeah, it's for you to confirm. We go
Yeah,
together
but
or not?
what's the question? Do we go together or not?
That's the question I'm asking you.
No, you have
No,
to.
you
so it's
have
for
to
me to say
ask
that.
me.
It's for me
You
to
asked
answer.
me the question.
So it's for me to claim you, and you just go with it.
What you talking about? You just asked me. If I'm with you, do you expect me to defend you? How you with me? What you mean? You my
We
friend?
outside.
We outside?
Yeah.
As what?
As I invited you out tonight.
You invited me out, and what happened?
That nigga over there grabbed your ass, and you looking at me like... what
He
you
grabbed
gonna
my
do about it?
ass. So
Yeah.
what? You a suck ass nigga? You ain't going be
she
like,
gonna
yo,
talk me
like,
into killing myself.
I'm
All
just,
right,
it ain't
cool.
even about
All right,
that.
cool,
It's not even about
cool.
that.
Talk
But
your
it even when I'm out with my gay boys,
Yeah.
if a man disrespect me, he like, yo, don't touch sis.
Gay men know that ain't nobody fucking with them.
It don't
Gay men know
matter.
that.
It don't
Gay men
matter.
know
He's
that.
a man.
Okay,
he's
no,
a
no,
man. He's a man.
We
Like,
had a
know that.
debate. Me and him had a
hell?
debate one time, and so we basically, my perspective is, if I'm out with a nigga, regardless of we just hanging out, you my man or whatever, regardless, I expect you to have my back because we're out together.
Hello?
And he feels like, basically, if we're not together and we're not like solid, like I'm not finna stick through
he's
whatever.
pussy. Who said that to
I
you?
feel like as a
Motherfucker
man,
is wild.
said that to you?
I'm having a good time
nigga,
tonight.
you said that?
Yeah, I said that shit.
because
Listen,
I feel like no.
That's strange.
How's
Who
that strange?
raised you?
Because as a
Listen.
man,
Who raised
you're
you?
No,
supposed
listen,
to
nah,
defend.
Who
I'm gonna
raised
be
you,
100
bro?
with you. I'm gonna be
That's
100
crazy.
with you.
I could understand.
Listen.
Wait, hold on. I could understand if it was a random strag outside. You know what I'm saying? You passing by, some shit happening. All right, cool, boom, whatever. But if I'm out with you and you're a man, you should feel obligated to protect your friend.
100%. I agree with you 100%.
Period. I'm your friend. If
Listen.
something happened to me and I die and you was a man and you could have prevented that, that's on your fucking hands.
All right, but listen, let me say what I want to say, right? All I'm going to say, I agree with you.
Right.
Because I'm that type of person. If me and Britt go out and somebody play with Britt, it's up for her, right?
Yeah, because who gonna protect us?
But listen, because I don't feel like Britt's going to put me in a situation intentionally.
Who does that?
A lot of women do
That's
that.
some ratchet bitch shit. I don't.
It is.
I don't.
But a lot of women
relate.
do that. A lot of women will incite a situation because she knows she got a nigga with her. And
No,
it's like,
that's some ratchet. Get some better friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's some ratchet
right?
hood shit. When you're around certain people, you should know how your people move. So if you out with me and you know I'm not on no sucker type shit, you should understand that if something happened to me and I need a man to stand up for me, then you should be there for me because I'm not that type of bitch that's ever gonna put any man, friend, family, or nothing because I'm from the hood. So I understand you don't put men in certain situations because shit get real. So I'm never gonna put anybody in a situation that's gonna take their life because then they blood is on my hands. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
I know somebody.
But you should want to protect me because I'm sis. If I'm out with a man, whether I'm your friend or your girl or bitch you fucking, I'm still sis. You should still want to protect me like I'm somebody's mother. Like, come on now. We're not doing that.
So
That's
with
crazy.
that being said, do you have like a certain type or like do you have a certain type of man that you date or
No.
is there anybody that you won't date type shit?
No sucker ass nigga.
Period.
I don't want nobody who don't have morals. Somebody that don't have nothing to stand on, that fall for anything. Like, what you stand for? Yeah. Like, what's your morals? What's your moral code? I'm not into religion, but I do like Islamic men. I'm not gonna lie, because they principles and they manhood is different. Like they stand for something and they stand strong and they hold their head high. So I really like Muslim men. But other than that, like you gotta have some type of morals.
But Muslim men like Muslim women.
Not all the time. That's not true.
Y'all gotta why would I be a Muslim man that's on my deen?
Because they convert women. So you think? So wait a minute. So you think every woman that a Muslim man deals with?
No, absolutely
is
not.
Muslim off the
absolutely
bat.
Not.
Sometimes they find a woman and they convert them to
Islam.
that.
Yeah, and I see women do it, and then when they break up with a nigga, they go back to what they believe.
Well,
in
maybe
beforehand.
that's.
But if you change your God because of me, that's wild.
But
how is that wild?
Niggas be going to jail and
how is that wild when every woman wants a man who can lead?
But you gonna give up the God you believe in to follow
not about,
mine?
What do you mean? It's all one God. What is that? Multiple gods? It's one God.
What Muhammad Ali say?
What did he say?
You got to be a Muslim.
That's what he said?
I'm just saying. I seen women go from Christianity to Muslim because of the nigga they went, and then when they break up with the nigga, they go back to Christianity.
Niggas go to jail and they turn Muslim, and then they get the fuck out of jail.
For safety.
Okay, and so I turned Muslim for safety because my nigga was going to kill me if I wasn't
That's
going back
crazy,
there.
yo. You praying
No.
Like, I'm just saying, a religion comes with beliefs,
no,
bro. You got to believe in your
just
faith. But no, I agree with
niggas
you.
do the same
if
thing.
I'm out with you, I'm going to protect you, right? I'm going to do that, right? But what I'm saying is, in a sense of, if I'm out with you and you inciting situations or you're moving around with this fucking this audacity, like, oh, y'all can't talk to me, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do that.
At this big age.
No, bitches do that. I will say that. But my point is, I feel like with me being the type of person that I am, I'm never going to put no nigga in no situation, even as a friend. Like, if I'm pulling up somewhere and I know, oh, I used to fuck with this nigga, I'm going to let them know in advance. Hey, I used to talk to him, so if it be weird, that's what's up. But, like, it's never, I'm not going to tell you to pull up if it's going to be uncomfortable or if it's going to be confrontation. Because, like, I really don't be on that type of time. But the bitches really do be like, I'm going to make him jealous. I'm going to pull up with this new nigga and he going to feel some type of way. But it's like, I feel like as a man, you should step up, protect the person that you're with, regardless if it's a friend, it's your girlfriend, whatever, you sneaky links, whatever. Regardless, you a man. You supposed to protect.
I just want to say two things. One, y'all do know hookah is like an Indian tradition. The men in India smoke hookah.
That's fine.
Right?
They do.
We
But
in
y'all just
America.
like in the trap,
them.
niggas can't smoke hookah. Okay, cool. Y'all got your own standard. It is what
No,
it is.
do what you want to do.
Secondly,
I'm saying that when hookah first came out, I was definitely
Came out to niggas.
No. When hookah
'Cause
first
the
came out
Indians
in
and the-
Queens,
They've been
I'm from New
smoking it.
York.
Hookah ain't
I'm
new.
from New York. So when hookah first came out in Queens, it was only a bitches thing. It was only a woman type thing. You ain't see no men holding no hookah pipe in their hand. The shit was super gay. Like, it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, especially in Atlanta, this is hookah town, so it's more expected.
Oh.
Yeah.
it don't mean, you know what I'm saying? It's really nothing, but I'd rather see somebody holding a blunt than holding a hookah pipe.
But what if I know the weed gonna make me act wild? I don't want
That's
that
on
shit.
you, bro. Don't smoke.
So I just can't do shit because I gotta look cool.
You ain't gotta look cool. I do what you want to do. I'm not judging you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Girl,
I'm just saying.
She rejecting me again.
I'm not
Alright,
rejecting
cool.
you. I'm just saying.
All right.
That's not me, Poppy.
All right. Okay. You from Queens?
I'm from Queens.
You from New
Southside
York?
Jamaica. What's up?
Yeah, you New Yorkers is different, bro. Y'all just
Maybe
don't respect
so.
shit. Y'all just like, fuck all you niggas. Like,
Nah, we don't. We just say it for what it is. Like, what is you talking about?
nah, that's perspective, my love.
That's your
perspective.
that's my perspective.
And that's cool. I'm cool with your perspective.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
said
saying.
no judgment.
But I know a nigga right now sitting in jail for defending a woman, and she out here with new niggas every day.
Well, that's his fault.
That's his.
Why?
fault.
You
That's-
gotta know what type
He
of
was trying to be
bitches
a
you
gentleman
around.
and
No,
protect
fuck
her.
that.
Know the type
You gotta
of
know what type of
A
bitches
nigga
you
will
around.
fucking die to protect y'all, go to jail to protect y'all.
That's
Y'all
your
gonna go get a new
fault.
nigga.
That's your
But
fault.
my thing is, if
So it's my
you-
fault to save your life? To
That's
protect
your
but
fault
if
that you
he's-
protecting a bitch that like attention from niggas to make you want to put you in jail. So she never gave a fuck about you in the beginning.
Nah.
So if you don't understand that from the jump, that this is the type of bitches that you got around you, then that's your fault.
So look, we was
Go
just-
to jail.
we
Sit
was
there.
just-
Think about it.
We was just talking about this the other day, right? You might be my sis, my homegirl, my blood sister, my whatever, right? My cousin, whatever. And you in a relationship with a nigga that's busting your fucking ass. He just beating your ass when he feel like it.
none of your business.
And then you tell me, because that's what they do. They come,
none of your
such did it."
business.
Right, it ain't. But when you come tell me, you telling me for a reason. You need my help? What you need?
Call the cops.
Who doing that? You ain't calling the cops.
Fuck is you talking about? Like,
calling
first
the
of all,
cops?
I'm getting my ass beat every day, and I hit you up to tell you what to do. What?
This nigga whooping my ass.
I'm just gonna fuck with that
You
nigga
my-
as soon
you
as you
my
beat his
homie.
ass. I'm gonna go turn around and fuck with him again.
That's what y'all gonna do.
No,
Absolutely.
that's
But women don't
the
think
type,
like that.
No, that's the type of bitches that's hitting you up, telling you that. Cause why you not calling the cops? If you
In the
really
first
wanted to
place, yeah.
leave, then you would call the cops and get your ass out of there. But she
Who calling
calling
the
you.
cops though? Y'all don't
You
be calling
must,
no cops.
you must have
You calling the cops on a
ghetto
nigga?
type bitches
You
as
calling the cops on a
friends.
nigga?
What?
Are you calling the cops on a nigga?
If I'm getting my ass beat multiple times,
And you gonna call the cops?
I'm out of there. I'm gone.
You Jamaica
Hello?
Queens, motherfucking. I whoop
I'm-
your
I'm outta
head,
here.
boy. You calling the cops?
I've been in abusive relationships.
And did you call the cops?
I never called the cops.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Y'all
beat
don't
my
call
ass
the
one
cops.
time, I'm out. You beat my ass one time, I'm out of
If
here.
you don't have that escape route, then bitches will.
Are
call
you
the cops.
dumb?
But I feel
I'm
like
going.
That's a red flag for me. Like if it's like, oh, my homegirl called me, and it's like, okay, he beat my ass, but cool. I see what you finna do.
You just
So
gonna
I'm
fuck with
finna-
that nigga again.
Yeah,
it's none of your business.
don't
I
get
mind my
involved
business in
if
them
you know,
situations.
because at the end of the day,
so if
people
I'm
gotta
a
learn for
brother and somebody
themselves.
whoop my sister ass, what I'm supposed to do?
Mind your business.
Well, I will say that's your sister.
No. Mind your business
sister. That's different.
until your sister comes to your house with all her shit and her kids and whatever the fuck that is from that nigga crib that she don't need no more, and she's at your crib and says, I need help because I'm leaving. It's none of your business.
But that's different.
It's none of your business.
I feel like that's different though because it's blood. So regardless if it's none of your business.
No, you gotta mind your business.
Listen,
you know why?
listen.
Because he's gonna die.
No,
he's
I
gonna
understand
die
that.
because you get in her business and she's still gonna
Fuck
fuck
no,
with
I
that
ain't
nigga.
dying. I'm killing.
But no,
I'm not
you
dying.
have to. You have
Listen.
to think though.
So
Like
I'm gonna die.
that's like if somebody say you have a daughter.
wish that on you.
And
Let me
somebody say something about your daughter, like, oh, this nigga did this to your daughter, whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's up.
Regardless
It's
of what
up.
she wants or how you feel,
It's up.
you're gonna react
As a
because
man,
it's a love.
the male
connection that
instinct
have
in you is
regardless.
going to want to do
Your
something.
sister is your
You know the men in your
blood.
family, right? Mm-hmm. You know if you tell them a nigga whooping your ass, you know they gonna want to do something.
regardless.
You know
of
they
if
not
you
gonna say to
back or
you,
not.
like, go ahead and call the cops. They not saying that. They gonna handle it
I'm
themselves.
not telling my brothers
Right? Why?
because I'm not ready to leave.
But you know what your brother's gonna do.
Yeah, so why would I put my brothers
Right, so
in
if
that?
your brother-
Why would I put my brothers in that position knowing I'm not gonna leave him?
But that's you. A lot of girls will talk.
no, that's a
just
fact.
thinking-
I
they
don't
be
fuck
thinking
with them
they
type of
been,
bitches.
and it's like,
Get your ass beat
you
every day.
can't, like, I've had family members come to me and I'm like, you cannot tell me shit like this regardless. And they want you to not judge them. I feel like regardless, I'm going to automatically judge that person because you my blood. So it's like, I fuck with you off of the strength of you. We've been locked in since the beginning. So when you tell someone, oh, don't feel no type of way, but so-and-so did this to me, like, that's selfish on your part because it's like you want to vent, but at the same time, you want us to not react.
What if I
And you
see
wanna-
it though? Like, what if you come to me and your shit blacked or your shit fucked
You're
up,
crazy.
and I can tell a nigga?
Oh, you
hit
gotta react. Like,
So as a
that's
man, I gotta
different.
do something. It's
Do
just
you?
my responsibility.
Do
As-
you?
Is it not? If I'm your brother, if I'm your father, if I'm something if I'm a man in your life that gives a fuck about you, and I just
you can do that, and then what?
You gotta leave that nigga alone.
And then when I go back to him, then what? And
Why
then when
would
I
go
call
back to
you,
the peasant
and then when I call you again, then what?
Yeah,
you just
see,
did
now
all of
me
that
and you
for
have
what?
a problem. Why did you go back?
Then what you gonna do to me? Beat my ass?
No, I can't.
Exactly.
But on that point, it's
so
on
mind
you.
your motherfucking
Like,
business.
Don't tell
Mind
me your
your business.
You can't tell me your business.
Mind your business until I'm at your house and I'm ready to leave. Because what I've grown to know through the years is people who are in those situations, when they don't take themselves out of the situation to really leave, there's no reason for you to interject how you feel to anybody, because you're just going to keep going back to that person. Now, you didn't beat this nigga ass, and you sitting up here looking stupid. Now, family reunions and shit, you up there like, yo, I just fucked this nigga up, and you still with this nigga after he done blacked your eye, blooded your nose, broke your fucking ribs. Now, how you supposed to react when you around and this nigga around with the kids and y'all just sitting there, y'all supposed to just be drinking Hennessy, right? Playing spades, like, yeah, nigga.
But
like, what are we talking about? Mind your business.
As a woman, or even as a male, do you feel like, so if you were in that predicament where you're like, I'm not trying to leave, like, I'm trying to give this person a second chance, would you even bring them in that situation knowing, I told my whole family you done beat my ass, like, I'm finna bring you to the family reunion, like, type shit? I feel like that's
because he gonna want to be there. Them type of niggas want to be there.
I mean, they want to be there, but at the same time,
it don't matter. What you gonna say? Don't come?
Yeah,
you gonna
absolutely.
say, bitch, I beat your ass, I'm coming.
No, I'm
what are you talking about? You can't say nothing.
My family...
what are you gonna say after he broke your ribs?
But if he threatens to break my ribs again,
what are you gonna do? You're still with him.
I mean, I'm different. I'm not.
It's not about being different. At the end of the day, he broke your ribs. What are you gonna say to a nigga that broke your ribs and still live in your crib? I'm coming to the family room and I'm eating up all the food.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Y'all
what are we
tweaking.
talking about?
Y'all be tweaking.
It ain't y'all. Bitches, women. Y'all know.
That's women.
Y'all be tweaking. Not me.
You saying it under the context that a woman, like, the first time a nigga beat her ass, she knows she done with him. No. Nigga might beat your ass and you might say, that, like, I think I'm done with him, but I'm not really done with him.
First of all,
how many times do y'all go back to niggas y'all say y'all done
Let me tell you
with?
something. I've been in 3 abusive relationships. Crazy. 3, right? Long time ago. Maybe 10 years ago. And recently, last year, right? The last year, one time, last time. I don't need to get my ass beat more than one time for me to know I'm not fucking with you no more. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you doing for me, how much money you spending on me. You put your hands on me, I'm never talking to you, blocked on everything. You can never get next to me. Period. You get what I'm saying? When I was younger in my teenage years, yeah, you would come back, oh, he loves me. Oh, when I'm 20, oh, he loves... I'm not doing that shit now. You put your hands on me one time, it's over with. You could never speak to me again. And that shit happened to me last July. Niggas tried to kill me, run me over with a car. You ain't never got to talk to me again. Fuck you.
That's some WWE
You get what I'm
shit.
saying? Yeah. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And then females have to understand that, because if you do not say fuck you as soon as that person violates you, it's going to continue. There's no, oh, maybe he was just mad. I don't give a fuck about none of that. A man put their hands on you, do not fuck with them no more. There's no future in tomorrow.
So,
period.
Those three abusive relationships you was in, none of them ever involved any of your family members? Like, they never got involved?
Because if I'm going to go back and talk to if I'm going to go back and talk to you and still fuck with you, why am I calling my brothers?
Yeah.
Listen, I was raised by Felicia Rashad women. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't raised by Tokyo Tony moms.
You
get what I'm saying?
Kid?
Huh?
You a Cosby kid?
I'm just saying, those are the type of women that I was raised by, so I have a certain respect for myself. I'm not moving around like a ghetto bitch. That's not me. I'm from the hood, but those were the women that I was raised by. So I have a certain level of respect for myself, a certain level of respect for things that I will tolerate, or how I was taught how to be a woman. I was taught. Standards. I have standards. You get what I'm saying? That's very rare it's crazy in today's age. I'm a hood bitch, but I have standards because I was raised by good women. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to ever disregard the things that those women have taught me moving up. And yes, I had to go through the trenches and learn, oh, that man ain't for me, that drug dealer not for me, this, that, and the third. They didn't raise me to be that. I had to figure that shit out on my own. But now, I'm not dealing with nobody who's putting their hands on me. Are you crazy? And I'm definitely not hitting up my brothers for something that I can handle.
But women be attracted to that shit.
I'm not attracted to that.
Some.
Speak for them bitches.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's praise though. I feel like I would say for me personally, like I've never been hit by a man or nothing, so I can never say like, oh, I would do this, because it's like at the end of the day, you never know until you're in that predicament, like until you're acting out of like, yeah. So I understand that, but at the same time, I do feel like there's certain women
I don't put my hands
that
on
I
men.
will say that
I don't put my hands on men.
Oh, I love
they
that for you.
attract that type of shit. Like they love that type of like toxic energy, and it's praised in this society.
That's
like,
low vibrations.
Yeah, everybody wants to be in a toxic environment.
You be beating niggas up?
No, I've never put my hands on a nigga.
You ain't never hit a nigga?
Never hit
You ever hit a nigga? All right, that's a yes. Cool. All right, yeah, I got that
First
inside
of all,
for.
I ain't never hit no man that didn't put their hands on me.
Oh, I thought you were about to say,
I'm not putting my hands on no. Let me tell you something. I'm not putting my hands on no man when you're stronger than me. You can knock me out.
Definitely.
Now I can hit you with some shit. I could hit you with some shit. But you can hit me with your fist, and I'm not even putting myself in that position for you to want to be that aggressive with me to the point where you feel like you have to hurt me.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I don't know where this culture is, because I was watching some shit with Tabinia. Y'all know who Tabinia is with the orange hair, the boy. And she was in the car. I'm calling her she. It's a he. He's in the car. He was like, he's on the phone with her friend, and he's like, oh, I'm bored. Like this, he's too good. I'm about to turn shit up to see. And then she starts putting his hand, she starts fucking him up. And he's like, yo, what the fuck? And she's like, you too soft for me. I'm not at that. I don't know.
But
maybe
you know
that's
a lot of women like that though.
I'm not like that. Hello, guys. There's bitches like me. Excuse me. I'm calling the bitches because I don't know their name. There's women like me who ain't on that shit. Like, we not on that shit. I need there to be... One thing about me, especially with me and my artistry and me being an artist, I'm all about raising the vibrations. I'm not on low vibration vibes. I'm all about making the vibrations come high, because I feel like us as a people and as a culture, we down here. Yep. Our vibrations as far as relationships, feelings that we have towards each other. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on with relationships, but everybody has an opinion, but everybody's lost and everybody's trying to figure this shit out. Nobody has it figured out. So when I hear and I see these podcasts with men talking, oh, you should do this, and I'm not chasing this, and I'm not doing that, and then I see bitches saying, oh, a man got to pay for this, and he got to do it. Shut the fuck up. Everybody, and let me tell you something. Everybody on these motherfucking podcasts, shut the fuck up. I've heard enough. Every time I see it, I scroll past it so fucking fast. I don't want to hear it no more. Listen, do what works for you. I don't give a fuck what it is. Don't listen to these podcasts. Don't listen to these bitches. Let's keep it 100.
Hey, I can stamp that.
Most of these bitches is prostitutes, okay? So for the young women that's coming up, that's trying to figure it out and trying to figure out what womanhood is not being a prostitute, okay?
What's a prostitute?
What the fuck you mean? What is a prostitute? Why are you asking me dumb questions?
No, this is a serious question. What's a prostitute?
A prostitute is a bitch that's... First of all...
Yeah, come on now.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Come on now.
Because pussy costs. I don't give a fuck if it's a prostitute or not. Pussy costs.
Whoa. Hold up.
You pissing me off.
What's the difference between a prostitute and a woman in a relationship with a man when you say pussy costs? What's the
multiple
difference?
Niggas. Fuck. Yeah, come on.
Wait, explain that.
I said what I said. That ended it. Multiple niggas. That's the difference.
You got a good point there. Listen, but wait, that's not necessarily true. It's
okay.
not always true.
I got a question. Okay. So you feel like, say I'm fucking with one nigga.
Yeah.
Right? I'm in a relationship with him, but it's based off of finances. Is that prostitution or is that a relationship? It's like, I wouldn't have, if you didn't have the money that you had, I wouldn't have really fucked with you. But you got money, so I'm going to give you a chance.
That's why
that's on you.
Yep.
But is that prostitution or
do you
is that
think that's prostitution? Are you a prostitute?
To me, I think that's
difference.
So in a relationship, so you don't love him?
I mean, love can grow eventually.
Money.
What do you mean?
But money can create a lot of
money.
shit.
What you with him for?
The money.
It started off with money,
and then you married him.
Grows.
So
and
money
then you
don't
married
attract
him?
you?
But is that prostitution or is that?
No, that sounds like a financial agreement.
Money don't attract you?
Money definitely attracts me. Money attracts me, but it don't keep me. If you ain't got
money
no...
don't keep a prostitute. She gonna go get money other places too. What's the difference?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because I just took another sip. What you said?
Rewind it. Money don't keep a prostitute. She's a prostitute. She don't belong to you. She gonna go get wherever the money at.
Right.
So if I'm the one with the money right now, she here. What's the difference?
What do you mean?
You in a relationship with me because money attracted you.
Money didn't keep me there, though. Fuck is you talking about?
What do
First
you
of all,
mean?
let me
What
tell you
kept
something.
you?
Money
What's
didn't
kept?
keep me there.
Nothing
Money
keeps
didn't
you
keep.
if I
No,
ain't
first of
married you,
all,
you're not kept.
money didn't keep me there. Who you are keep me there. Your personality kept me there.
But the money,
Your
if I
dick
ain't had the
kept
money,
me
you was
there.
gonna stay.
Your energy kept me there.
But the money gone.
The way
now
that you
staying.
make me feel keeps me there.
I can see
And
what
what are
you're
you
saying,
talking
too. I
about?
can
The
see
money
But you
kept me
staying
there.
if the money
no,
gone?
first of all, let me tell you something. If I talk to somebody, right?
Yeah.
What matters to me is motion, right? If you got motion, and I said this before, if you got motion, and when I mean motion, you are active. You are actively in your power of what you're doing for yourself. I love a person and I love a man. I say a person because it could be a female or a male. I love a person who has motion.
You like girls?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have motion and you have energy and you have the energy to be greater and to be the greatest person of yourself, that is what keeps me there. And if the dick is crazy, that is what keeps me there. And your money is straight and we're stable, that is what keeps me there. Like I said, you're not talking to a ratchet bitch right now.
But
so
you
you
just said
gotta
the money's
no.
straight.
The money's straight. The money's
That kept
cool.
you there.
No, you're saying the money keeps me there, and I'm telling you something
y'all
different. And your money is straight and we're stable, that is what keeps me there. I'm telling you that it's not
You're not leaving no nigga that got money for a
My
broke
bad.
nigga. You're not leaving a nigga with money for a broke nigga. You're not doing it.
Who said that? But it's not
I'm saying that. I believe in
everything
my
is
heart
first
you're
of all,
not-
everything
You want a
is-
broke nigga?
First of all, everything's not about money.
It's not.
It's not.
To us.
It's not. Who's to us? Who's us?
No, but I can see what she's saying.
Us?
To the male
Males?
species.
Say that again?
To the male species.
To the male species,
Yeah, we
what?
don't date y'all for money.
We know that. So
No.
what are you talking
Women.
about?
That's not true. That's not true. Niggas
First
do
of all,
date for money.
there's all different types of niggas and all different types
It's
of
not-
tax
it's not
brackets.
as
You got the bum ass
common.
niggas that's look. You got the bum ass niggas who have no ambitions who look at a woman for a come up, right? Right? We got niggas who I'm not even gonna go there because that's gonna be mad fucking messy if I do that. You got people who have money, who have a nigga who don't have money, who's around because you get what I'm saying? Read the room.
I understand
Read the
what you're saying.
room.
And
Read
then
the
you
room.
also got to think, I do see
get
what
what I'm
she's saying
saying?
when it comes to a woman dating a man with money. Like sometimes, say, I don't really fuck with you as a person. I'm not going to stick around because you got money. Like, type.
Man, where the fuck they at? Because I don't know those.
No,
There's
some-
niggas who I was watching. Let me tell you something. It's these bum ass niggas.
The right
who-
amount of money
Let's
gonna
talk
make
about
any woman
older
stay.
men. Let's talk about listen. Older men, 50, 45, 50, right? Bum ass niggas who fuck really good. Who will come up on a bitch who have a good job or whatever. I be watching this shit on Instagram and he be like, yeah, I was just calling her wifey. I don't give a fuck because she gonna pay me. You have them type of niggas. I have a homeboy who's like 28. He only fuck with bitches who pay for him.
I was gonna say,
You get what I'm saying? You have niggas
So
out
he's a
there.
prostitute.
If that's what you want to call him, he'll look at himself as a player. He don't give a fuck because he only
What
fuck
do
with
you
bitches.
call him?
What do I call him? I call him a slick ass nigga.
But you gonna call a woman a prostitute?
I
Like,
didn't
he a
call her a
slick nigga?
prostitute.
Wait,
What
but no,
talking
you
about?
just
I
said
said
like
it's
it's bitches out here that's prostitutes. But you saying the nigga that's only fucking with bitches that got money for him is a slick ass nigga. But the nigga
He's a
that
gigolo.
okay is
Same
a male
shit.
prostitute.
Same shit.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But you just said you call him a slick ass nigga. Why she can't just be
Same
a
shit.
slick ass bitch?
Gigolo, slick ass nigga, whatever you want to
So
call
the
it. You
prostitute
called
is
him
not
a
that?
prostitute. You
No,
asked me the
no,
question.
no, I didn't.
Rewind the tape.
I
You
rewind
asked
it.
me.
You said they prostitutes.
You said that they prostitutes.
That's
No,
exactly
you
what
said
you
what's
just
the
said.
difference? I said multiple niggas.
No, I said what's
Did
the
I not?
No, listen, Flyt.
I said multiple.
said,
I know
what's
what
the-
I said.
No, I said.
Rewind the tape.
I-
Most of these bitches is prostitutes. Okay? Let's keep it a
Hey,
hundred.
I can stamp that. I can
Most
stamp
of these
that.
bitches is prostitutes, okay? So
Difference between a prostitute and
I
a
said
woman.
multiple niggas.
Right. But if it's a
You called them a prostitute.
If it's no, you said the term prostitute.
You just asked me the question. What?
I promise y'all, when I play this shit back, I'm
What
gonna
you
highlight
said?
this shit. She called them prostitutes. That's what you called them. And
I
you
never
just
said that.
Okay. Wait, no, I'm not gonna lie. You did say prostitutes, but you said. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I think about
As
it,
I drink, I still know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I said it,
I'm gonna play it back with y'all.
You did say you said prostitutes, but I remember it's because you said you were like a lot of these girls be prostitutes.
Right. But he asked the question.
And then he
I
asked,
said, "What's
what
a
do you think
prostitute?"
a prostitute is, and that's how the conversation.
Because there's bitches out here in relationships with nigga that got money because of the stability.
Okay.
So if you're in a relationship with a nigga that got money because you want the stability and the lifestyle, are you not a prostitute? Or
no,
what
she's fucking with that one person. What are you talking about?
Okay, but so the nigga you just said, is he a prostitute or not?
Well, yeah, you can say that, yeah.
You don't want to say that, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No. What she said is he's a slick ass nigga. That's what she said.
Okay.
She also said.
I was. Yeah.
Right. Are y'all missing what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
if it's a
missing it.
man fucking with a lot of bitches, how is he a slick ass nigga?
I said he's a prostitute too.
That's not what you said. But okay, now you're saying it.
No, she didn't say the words. He is a prostitute.
What
did
she not
I
say?
said he's a
he is
gigolo. That's the same
said,
shit.
Right.
And you
Listen,
said that's the
Listen,
same
y'all.
thing, but you
Listen,
didn't
y'all.
say the word
Before she
prostitute.
said he a gigolo, she said he was a slick ass.
It don't
nigga.
matter. Prostitute, gigolo,
So
was the
my
same
question
shit.
after that was,
Can we look up what gigolo mean on Google?
It's the same
what
shit.
it say?
I agree. But my question after that was, so why is the woman not a slick ass female? You called her a prostitute for the same shit he doing and called him a slick ass nigga.
Gigolo.
Sexist.
Oh, she's sexist. That's all. Okay, cool.
So wait.
All right, we got that.
Okay.
We got that cleared up.
I got a question for both of y'all. I guess talking about relationships in the same instance. Do y'all feel like?
know what it is.
I saw a post on Instagram the other day, and it was just basically saying how like people need a little bit of toxic in their relationship.
Oh, hold on, Brett. I'm sorry.
Hold
This
up.
nigga stuck.
What gigolo mean?
Oh no, this just cleared up a lot.
Read it. What it
A
say?
young man paid or financially supported by an older woman to be her escort or lover.
So it's
I be
just a
fucking
different
young
word.
A
bitches.
prostitute.
I be fucking
Hello.
young bitches.
That's what I said.
So if
I know what the fuck I said when I said it.
Don't skip over the definition, y'all. Younger man, fucking older woman.
And younger bitches be fucking older niggas. Now what?
So if it's an older man, fucking younger
Man,
bitches, he's
Bob.
not a gigolo. What the fuck was that?
My top.
Oh, she just fell out. I'm like, oh, fuck it. All right, yeah.
What you
All
been
right.
saying? I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah, Brett, go ahead and pose that
Okay,
question.
so
I'm
my
sorry, y'all.
question, basically, I saw a post on Instagram the other day, and it was just like, I'm not gonna lie, I need a little bit of toxic. Do y'all feel like y'all need a little bit of toxic in y'all's relationship? Like, do you feel like it would be as fun of a relationship?
Toxic
if it
What kind of
wasn't a little
toxic you
bit?
talking about?
I mean, there's different levels. I feel like there could be like cheating type toxic, and there can be like just little. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I like a little bit of toxic, a little bit, but it's just like I like a tease.
I don't
play
need
with
you
me.
to cheat on me.
Don't play too
I don't
much.
need you to cheat.
Yeah,
I got
don't-
you take it a little bit too far. But we can get into an argument. We could argue about what I'm cooking tonight.
You get turned on by
Or
arguments?
you could what?
You get turned on by arguments? Like if a nigga is yelling at
Absolutely.
you, I do too. I'm not gonna lie.
I do.
I do.
But it ain't the argument of you cheating on me. I'm a what?
All men cheat.
What are you talking about? Listen, let me tell you something.
That slipped. My bad.
All men don't cheat. Let me tell you something. And all bitches cheat. So I hope you
absolutely.
can swallow that too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
What the fuck is you talking about?
I'm cool with that.
All right.
I don't listen. I don't.
First of
believe
all, but why we gotta
you
cheat,
talking
though?
to the right one today?
Why we gotta
I don't
cheat,
believe
though?
nobody is. Meant
I
to
could
be with
grab
one
the mic,
person.
too.
I'm just saying.
What you mean?
Nobody is meant to be with one person.
That's cool. I believe in that. I
Right.
understand. I understand it to a certain extent.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
All right, so
In my
boom.
opinion.
So boom. Here. Boom, right? First of all, I feel like there's no need for cheating, right? I feel like in this day and age, people need to be honest. I feel like I know couples who have open relationships who are never breaking up.
Yep.
And
You know
I-
why?
and I-
'Cause infidelity doesn't become a problem.
Listen, I'm speaking from experience because my parents have been together for what, maybe 56, almost 60 years, right? My parents are still together. And I just remember growing up thinking that people were my aunts. Whole time, my father was fucking all these bitches.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I thought they was my aunts, and I
And
thought
that's
they
how he
kids
had a
was my
successful
cousins.
marriage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's why he had a
They've
successful
never
marriage.
broken up. You know what I'm saying? Even through shit that I thought was weird. But at the end of the day, when you find and even with people, everybody on my father's side is married. So what I've noticed is people that choose each other as partners, life partners, because it's a life partner thing. That's how I feel with Will and Jada. When you choose somebody and you say, you're my life partner, I want to do life with you. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that I don't want to fuck somebody else. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to have the desire to fuck somebody else, because at some point, whether you're a man or a woman, let's be very clear, man or a woman, you're going to want to you're going to see somebody and be like, damn, I ain't going to hold you.
It's fine as fuck.
I ain't going to hold you, that nigga. I definitely, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to keep him.
Because
I'm not leaving my family
be
for
in
that.
a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I don't want to leave my family. But I'm not going to hold you. I ain't going to, I want to see, I'm trying to see what,
see what it like.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that don't mean, because I was in a relationship with somebody, and this was a quote. Love of the mind and love of the heart are two totally different things.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I like you.
You should already like me.
Now you're saying some shit.
I'm that person.
Now you're saying some shit. Talk your shit.
What I'm saying is love of the mind and love of the heart. We used to call it free love. It was like a cult thing back in the Molly era, right? And love of the mind and love of the heart. I never did drugs before, other than acid. I definitely did that before. But love of the mind and love of the heart is two totally different things, because I can see somebody and mindfully want to fuck with this person, like, damn, I really want to see what that's like. You know what I'm saying? I might want, you know what I'm saying? I might want to just see what that's about, you know, see if she cool, X, Y, and Z. But my heart is with you. I don't see myself doing life with anybody else, because you are my life partner. But I'm a human.
Yes.
I want to see what her pussy feel like. I want to see what that nigga dick feel like. That's reality. But a lot of people don't want to be honest and be like, yo, this is really how I feel. Like, I want to be with you for life. But some niggas might get in their ego and be like, nah, because you going to make me, like, you fucking with another nigga. But no, I know grown people who are into the swinger lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, that never breaking up. They have a union. They have kids. They have a union. This is a business agreement between both of us, and we're never breaking up.
Right.
If you want to fuck with some... Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't care. The money's still here. We making plays together. I'm not fucking with no random bitch, because these bitches out here ain't worth shit. These niggas out here ain't worth nothing. But I ain't gonna hold you. I might want to fuck her over there. We go on vacation. I ain't gonna hold you. Wow. You do your thing. Because that's what it is. But people don't have that type of maturity or that type of confidence in themselves to be like, yo, I'm comfortable. She could do what she wants. She's not going nowhere. This is my heart. This is my family. This is the mother of my kids. People don't have that type of maturity.
Yep. Do you?
Absolutely.
So you can handle your man with another woman, and you be like, that's cool. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
You've been in that situation?
Yes, I have.
But you would prefer them to tell you versus, like, trying to sneak it.
Some women
don't backdoor me. Okay, hold on. Let me be transparent. Right? You have to get to a certain level with a person to trust them to be able to do that. Right?
Definitely.
Y'all have to be solidified to a certain point where you can be like, okay, we're at this point. Boom, let's have an honest conversation, blah, 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 blah. If you're not at that point with a person, then you can never trust them, because if they backdoor you before y'all even have that question, before y'all even have that conversation, then that shit gonna make you feel like you can't trust them. Because you backdoored me. Why we ain't had this conversation before then? Because shit, I feel the same way that you feel. Can you handle that? Can you handle that? I want to fuck with another nigga too? Because it can't just be...
But what if I can?
But I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If you can handle that, it's cool. But a lot of men can't.
They can't,
So if you can have that conversation with me and I be okay with it and you're not okay with it too, then it ain't really real. Because if I'm your life partner, then you should understand that.
Yeah.
And I know men who do understand it. Like, I have friends, I call them my slutty friends because they're the best. But I have friends like that who are with their wives, and their wives have that understanding where it's just like, come on now. Now, you know I like to dibble and dabble a little bit, and you could do your own thing. I ain't even getting mad. We go on vacation. You want to fuck with... Do your thing, because I'm definitely going to fucking bitch on vacation. You know what I'm saying? But they have that cool understanding where it's just like, this is what it is, but we're both coming back to the same hotel. And we're both flying back home to our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we have that understanding, but a lot of people don't have that type of maturity or that type of understanding with their partner. So it's just like, nah, I don't want to fuck who I want to fuck with. And then the bitch wind up cheating on you anyway. And you'll never know it because you don't want to have that open conversation with them.
Yeah.
So
I feel like with me, I think this might be like my little, because I don't ever claim to be toxic. I don't think I'm toxic at all.
I don't
but
know.
I don't think I'm toxic
What's
at
your sign?
all. I'm a Sag, big
You're a Sag,
Sag.
you're definitely toxic.
We're
Y'all
not.
are extra as fuck.
I don't
Y'all
think
are
I'm
extra as
toxic.
fuck. Let me get some of that with.
I don't think I'm toxic as
Y'all extra as
at
fuck.
all. But I do feel like, okay, so this is the slight bit that I think is toxic. I think I enjoy the fact don't cheat on me. Don't get me wrong. But I like the fact that like, one, okay, so it's more of a sneaky link type of thing. Like, I enjoy the fact of a sneaky link because I like the fact that, one, nobody knows that we fuck. You know we fuck. But, like, it's bitches in your face, but I know you coming to me. And it's niggas in my face, but I like when niggas get mad. When niggas are in my face. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, it's exciting for me. Like, I like the fact that it's like, you care. I think if a nigga doesn't get jealous, he doesn't give a fuck about you. He don't care what you fucking on. Now, if a nigga gets mad,
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
You ever fucked with an Aquarius man?
Yes, actually.
And what energy they gave you?
He was very, I'm very, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't get attached to men. So my thing is, I kind of ghost before a nigga can ghost me type shit. Like, I don't really,
You ghosted before Aquarius?
All the time. I ghost before anybody, honestly. I'm not
So you
gonna lie.
be going in and just expecting it to end.
Like, I could name a few people where it's like we've been like messing around for like some time over, but other than that, like if it's like it could be one minor thing. If I'm off you, I'm off you. I don't give a fuck. Like it could be you was talking to me and I didn't like the way you said a word. I'm off you. Like, so I feel like with a lot of men, a lot of times, like you said the wrong shit, I'm done. I'm bye. Like, but it's not on purpose sometimes. Like sometimes I'm just like, I liked you in the moment. I had the sexual attention, but like after a while, all right, I got what I wanted.
That's because you ain't never met a top flight nigga.
No, I've met a lot of top flight niggas.
Hey, let me see that dude say.
But I will say, I just feel like I like the fact, I like when niggas get jealous because it shows me that they care. Like, I enjoy that.
That don't mean he care. That means his ego was hurt.
Right.
That don't mean he care.
It doesn't mean he cares, but I like when a man's ego is hurt, if that makes sense.
Why?
Like, it just,
Toxic.
That's toxic.
That's the word we trying to get to,
it's
y'all.
It's not toxic, though.
That's toxic behavior.
I feel like it's reparations.
No, it's not. Reparations for who?
For women.
Oh, you want to hurt a nigga.
Niggas be shitting on bitches.
You want to hurt
like,
a nigga.
I just
Trauma.
like, I don't know.
Trauma.
That what it is, trauma for sure.
Trauma.
No, I just feel like I just enjoy seeing like
Trauma.
and it's not like
Why do you
tried-
enjoy that so much?
I don't enjoy on nigga and
Cause she's 23.
listen, I am 23. I don't
okay.
enjoy it
Makes
on every
sense.
nigga. I will say
No,
that. If I care
Says it
about
all.
you, no,
What's that
listen.
thing that Drewski said? You didn't even gotta say nothing, just sign the paper.
No,
I get it.
You know,
I get
like some niggas, if I care about you, I
Nope,
really do
you're
care about your
23.
feelings. No,
You're
I care about
23.
niggas' feelings. But if it's like, I like to fuck with niggas that I know. Like, you're used to bitches chasing after you, and I'm finna show you I'm not one of them bitches type shit. So that's how I feel
look,
about it.
I ain't chasing no. If it ain't my family, I ain't chasing it.
I just feel like, but a lot of people are used to chasing. Like, even me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I see a nigga finally fuck with me, I usually like the niggas that don't chase me as much as the other niggas. Like, I feel like I like niggas that it's like,
why? Because you want to make them chase you?
it's like a task for me. It's like a game. It's
I'm
like
gonna just brush my ass against this nigga when I walk by so he can.
I just want to prove. It's like,
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I do eventually.
So when you gonna stop being toxic?
I say my 20s is for my
You toxic too.
I don't want to get married into my 30s though, honestly.
Both y'all women toxic in general.
I don't think I'm
Men are
toxic.
toxic.
I don't think I'm toxic.
You don't have toxic traits?
I'm an Aquarius.
Everybody has toxic traits.
I feel like as an Aquarius, people feel we have toxic traits because we're very nonchalant beings, but we care so much that we don't care at all.
That's me. That's me. I'm a Capricorn. That's how I am.
I'm
You can do
January
whatever the fuck you
23rd,
want,
so
and
we're
I'll
very
take it.
close
I'll
to
take it on
Cap.
the chin.
We're very close to Cap. You know, I'm January 23rd. We're very close to Caps. January Aquarius is very different from February Aquarius. January Aquarius are very aloof people. We don't have
Aloof.
people don't think that we have emotions. We do have emotions. We just don't like to show them because we feel so much that we don't feel at all.
Oh, that's me to a T.
Okay.
That's me to a T.
Right. Like we care a lot.
I'm told that
We
I
care
don't- I
so
don't show
much that we don't
emotion.
care at all because we know that if we care so much that you won't respect us. So hey, you got it.
I just care so much that I
Oh,
want
I'm
you to.
very
I want you to
chill.
enjoy life.
Yeah,
I
like
want
do
you
your
to have
thing,
a good
man.
time.
Do your
Because it's not gonna make me love you less. Like, because I know I like to enjoy life.
right.
And I'm like,
As you
okay, cool.
should.
That what you like to do? No problem.
I feel like
And it's like you
Sagittarius-
want to do shit to purposely make me upset, and it didn't, and now you're mad that it didn't. Like,
No,
so you
I
didn't
feel like
really
we're
want to do that.
prideful.
You
I
can't get me
think-
mad.
I think as a Sag, and I can admit this, like, I feel like I could be bothered as fuck. You would never know that I'm bothered because my pride is so
That's a
big
lie.
that I don't want you to see
That's
that
a
I'm
lie.
bothered. I've never, people
One time
never
for the
know when
winter
I'm
babies.
bothered.
That's a lie.
We coming
Sagittarius is always bothered, and they let it be known every single time.
I,
There's
I
not
let
a
it be
time
known.
that I've ever seen a Sagittarius that never let it be known that they're bothered.
I
That's
will
a
never
fucking
let a
lie.
nigga know
Maybe in
that I'm
y'all
bothered.
imagination, y'all think that y'all don't show that y'all be bothered, but y'all show it every single time.
I will say I don't like niggas to know that I'm bothered. Now, if it's a friend, unless I fuck with you for real, but I say something. Like I'm just gonna say it.
We
like,
know that you bothered.
I'm not finna try to hide it. Now, if it's something that I don't
sense.
want nobody to see me sweating, I'm not gonna let you see me. But
We see you sweat every single time. I
Y'all
don't know what
really
you're
the
talking about.
Y'all really the kind of women that be hitting niggas. I know it. I
I
can
don't
tell.
put
I don't
my
hit
hands
niggas.
on.
I've
I don't-
never put my
I don't
hand
put my
on a
hands
nigga.
on men.
I can feel it.
I'm not putting my
I've
hands on
never
no
hit a
man.
I
nigga.
feel it.
That's not
you,
my vibe.
You from New York.
I don't
know
put
you
my
beat
hands on
niggas
men.
up.
That's not my
I'm
vibe.
5'1". I have
When
no
you stop?
business.
I never put my hands on men.
Okay, but when did you stop?
I never put my hands on men.
You ain't never beat no nigga up?
No. I don't fuck with niggas I could beat up.
What kind of niggas you like?
I like real men.
Oh, well, what's your type?
Period.
My type is a real man.
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that?
What's a real? How do you know a real man when you meet him?
Hold on.
Cause you know what I don't like, and which really gets under my skin, and a lot of shit don't get under my skin. But what really gets under my skin is women try to tell me how to be a real man. Cause I don't tell y'all how to be a real woman.
I don't like that.
I hate that shit.
You don't.
I don't like that at all.
do.
What?
Niggas do try to tell women how to be women.
I don't know what a woman is supposed to be. You know
You
what a woman
don't.
is supposed to be.
Were
You
you raised
don't.
by a single mother?
Yeah.
Says a lot.
So don't tell me how to be a man.
But
For how long? Your mother never had a
My
man?
entire life.
Your entire life, your mother never had a
You
man?
know what my mama had?
What she had?
Friends. You know
Uncle
that?
Carl?
Yeah.
Little-
Yeah.
my friend
that
Carl.
my friend Junior, my friend such and such, all that.
Did he
yeah.
buy you shit
Yeah, absolutely. Christmas was lit every year.
every year?
Birthdays lit every year.
Was it every Christmas it was a different nigga?
No, it was usually typically the same for the most part.
For
But
how
it
many
was different
years?
niggas though.
For
Yeah.
how many years did you have the same man that you thought was stepdaddy, that you loved him?
I never thought I had a stepdaddy.
You never
I
loved the
always-
man
I
that
was
your
always
mother
told
had?
That's my friend. No, never got close to him.
Never got close to a man?
I never had the stepfather type of.
He never put your
Feeling.
arm around and said, son, let me teach you how to play football?
Never.
Never?
Never.
That's a damn shame.
It was always material shit.
So he was just fucking your mother.
Just buying shit, yeah.
He was just fucking her.
Mama wanted Christmas to be lit.
So she was just giving out pussy.
What you supposed to do?
So that's why your vision of how you view women is how you view them.
Maybe so.
So your mama was a hoe.
But I feel like at the same time, what I'm saying is, at the same time, this is the world we live in.
No. That's not the world we live in. That's the world that you grew up in.
Okay, talk to me.
So your mama was a hoe. Therefore, you only like fucking with hoes. Because that gets you off. Because that's how you feel. That's the normal for you. Right?
And what else?
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm listening. Talk
I'm
to me.
asking you. You got to
Oh,
respond
that was
back.
a question.
Yeah.
That was a question. Nah, I don't own.
Because
like
what I
this.
heard from the last interview, you said this is what society is now.
It
so
absolutely
so
is.
that's what your view
We live
is.
in a whole world. We live in.
We live in a world. You know that you control your world, right?
Oh yeah, I got your ass on Instagram.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. You know that you do you all right? I take niggas down a rabbit hole. I'm an Aquarius. I'm
Come on,
sorry.
talk
I'm
to
very
me.
weird. Do you not understand that you a God?
Absolutely.
Right. So you control your world,
But
right?
God loves everybody.
Fuck that. No, he don't.
Yes, he do.
No, he don't.
Yes, absolutely.
No, he
does.
don't.
I do.
He don't.
I don't care if you a hoe or not. I don't care if you're a hoe or
God
not.
don't love everybody.
Who he don't love?
Shit.
Who he don't
Did you
love?
read the Bible?
I think he loves everybody.
Who he don't love?
I don't think you love everybody.
Who do he not love?
Shit, slavery. How long was slavery?
Yeah, that's if you believe in Christianity. If you
I don't
follow that
believe in
book.
no religion.
Right. I'm a God. I ain't say I'm
Right.
looking for a God
So,
to tell
all right,
me
so
what
let's
to
get back
be.
on track, right?
Talk to me.
So you believe you a God, right?
Absolutely.
You know how powerful a God is?
Yeah.
So you control your world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you control your world,
I control what I can control.
no.
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 Let's be real.
It ain't God's
I control what I can control.
The world.
No, you don't.
You are a God.
You
You
don't control
control
the world.
what
You don't
comes in
control
your
the world.
No.
You don't control what's going to happen when
God.
you get in your car and pull off.
Hold up. You feel like you a God.
I know I am.
Saying that you feel that you are a God
Yeah.
is very powerful,
Uh-huh.
right? So if you say that you are a God,
You gotta have wisdom though. Wisdom will tell
Let
you
me
you
tell you
don't
something.
control everything. You can't.
listen, you either
You
is or
control
you ain't.
what you can control.
What that nigga said? What's his name? I am what I am, and for that I'll never be. What's his name? King Von, right?
Let her
I am
get
who
her
I
point
am,
off. Come
so-
on, give me your point.
And
Give me-
DMX said that too, because that's where he really got it from.
Get
Let's
it
take
off.
it back, because you
Get-
know I know my history.
Get it off.
Let me tell you something. You feel you a God, right? So if you control your world, this is your world. Your circle over there, that's your world. You control what you see. You control what you do. You control what you fuck with. You control the bitches that you have in your life. Because you are a God and you control your world. So if you control that, then what you perceive as what's going on in the world is your world. So if you're saying that, oh, this is what's going on in the world, you're not speaking as a
But
God. You're speaking as a fucking
no
NPC
love.
player that's in the game
No
of the world
love,
that's
no
going
love,
on.
no.
Speak to me, talk to me. Let me know what's going
First
on.
thing, you don't control what you see. The world is the world. You control how you perceive it. That was the words you used after. Your perception of the world as a young woman is different from my perception of the world. It's all on how you perceive it at the end of the day. What you might think is a negative, I might view as a positive. What you might think is the worst shit in the world, I might say, oh, it's just a minor thing. It's a small thing to a giant. So that's perception. At the end of the day, what I control is my thoughts. When you can control your thoughts, you control how you act, how you react, right? At the end of the day, you don't control what happens. You don't control what happens in the world. If the fucking hurricane knock your house down, you can't control
We
that.
ain't talking about hurricanes. We
Right,
talking
but
about
you can't control the world.
We ain't talking
control
about
how you
hurricanes.
move in the world.
we
is
talking
what I'm
about
saying to
you
Right.
being a God.
Are you not hearing what I'm saying to you?
I hear what you're saying.
Control how I move.
Right, but I'm going on.
Right.
I'm going off of what I heard you say. So what I heard you say is the world is this now, and people really don't love, and people really don't be in real relationships.
Am I
and
wrong?
What is in your world and what you control?
Perception.
What? And I'm talking about if you're a God, right?
Yeah.
And you control your world, you are who you are, and the people that you
In your
attract.
bubble.
Listen, the people that you attract are nothing but mirrors of yourself. So if you have the vision of this is how the world is, and this is how the world be, and these bitches are like this, is because that's who you are.
No.
In order to attract love, you have to be loved.
No.
No.
Yes.
I don't.
In
Opposites attract as well,
listen,
my love.
you opposites can't attract if you attract that to you. If you accept an opposite, if I accept you, you're my opposite, and I accept you in my world.
Opposites
That's
absolutely
opposites
attract.
gonna attract because I accept you in my world. I took the time and say, you know what, you're opposite from me, but
So
I want you here.
So
But
you
see,
and
so
But if
all
I
your
don't want
friends-
you here,
So you and
then
all
you're not
your
gonna
friends
be
are
here.
identical?
Huh?
You and all your friends are identical?
Shit, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Birds
not
of
how,
a
that's not
feather.
life.
Listen, birds of a feather flock
That's
together.
not
I don't
true.
give a fuck. Any bitches
You got
that's
some
a-
slut ass
and-
homegirls that niggas are run
I don't
through.
have no
I
slut
promise
ass
you got a
bitches that's
slut-ass
around me.
homegirl.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
don't know about
Speak
her
for yourself.
being a slut. I promise
Speak for
you got a
yourself.
slut-ass homegirl.
Speak for yourself. Whatever a bitch do in the bedroom, that's on her own. I'm a slut in the bed. I'm a slut in the bedroom.
Right.
You goddamn motherfucking right.
Okay.
When I'm in the bed, I'm a slut.
Okay.
But I'm not no ratchet ass bitch that's trying to get no nigga killed because a nigga said something to me.
All right.
That's not my
But
vibe.
I will say,
that's
I
not
will
my
say,
vibe.
I feel like. So, do you ever feel like, say you up, you doing big, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
There's bitches that are bottom feeders that will try to come to you and try to be around you off the fact that you're lit. They don't see what you had to go through.
I've
to
had
get
that
to
Being
around
where
me.
you
rich
are.
and being
I've been through
famous
that.
will attract.
So
I've
I
been
feel
through that
like,
already.
but
I've
they
been through
will
that.
mirror themselves.
They can
as
suck my
you
dick
to get
because
close to
no,
you.
fuck that. Because at the end of the day, listen, at this big age, I don't give a fuck if you're 25. If you're 25 and up, At this big age, you should be able to tell people for who they are.
How old are you?
Anybody, what? I'm eternal. I don't believe in age.
You said big age. I'm trying to figure out
No,
if
I'm
you're older than
saying
me or
no.
not.
What I'm saying is, when I say big age, anybody over 25 is big age to me. Because I feel like if you out of high school and you had some time to live, you ain't over 25 yet. I'm over 25. But what I'm saying is,
you ain't over 35.
no, hell,
Right. So there's a gap. This is what
it
I'm telling
doesn't matter.
you. Life
It
is,
doesn't matter.
You telling her
It
life is
doesn't matter.
different because she's not 25. But if I say life is different
if you
because
fresh
you're
out
not
of high
35,
school,
you
to
telling me it don't
that's-
matter?
If you're not over 25, that's still fresh out of high school.
No,
for me.
listen, Flyt, what I'm saying,
still fresh
if
out
you
of high
want to
school
tell
for
her
me.
life is different and she under 25, and I tell you life is different because you under 35, you gonna tell me it's not?
Wait, say that one.
That's
more
like
time.
her
You're talking a
telling
little
you
bit
you
too
don't know
fast,
what you're
and I'm
talking
listening
about.
Too slow.
Listen,
What's going on?
All right. Britt is under 25.
Mm-hmm.
You telling her she don't know because she under 25.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, I'm saying you don't know because you're under 35.
I don't know what.
You don't know all of the components of what life really is yet.
No, but we was talking about something specifically. We're not
but
talking about life.
Okay, what I'm telling you is, right, in life, the universe is going to send things to
We
you
wasn't
that
talking
don't...
about life though. We was talking about specific subject. Let's stay on the subject.
What's the subject?
The subject was about people that you fuck with.
Right. So you have people in your circle that are not necessarily the best people to be in your circle.
I don't have people in my circle.
So everybody in your circle is identical to you.
I don't. Let me tell you something.
So you ain't never had no falling out with homegirls or nothing?
No.
All right,
no.
cool. Okay.
No. Matter of fact, hold on. Wait. Let me be transparent.
You the first woman I
Hold
ever
on,
met
wait a
that never
minute,
had a falling out with a homegirl.
Wait a minute.
Because we don't do that as niggas. We don't beef with our homeboys like that. Y'all
I
be
had a
beefing.
little falling out with recently. I'm gonna be.
Oh,
hold on, wait.
You're validating my point.
No, I want to validate my point on
Okay,
what I'm
talk to-
saying.
Mhm.
I had a recent fallout with a homegirl that I used to write with.
But y'all identical.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? But she felt like she just got vocal surgery. She's
Mm-hmm.
a writer too. She's an artist. She felt like because I didn't reach out to her and asked her if she was okay, that I wasn't a real friend, but I reached out to her to ask her to help me rehearse for a show that I had to do.
Would you have felt like
Right?
that?
I feel like if I don't speak to you on a regular basis as a close friend, then you should have never felt no type of way. But me as a human being still called and reached out to see if, you know what, I might be feeling different. You might feel some type of way. You might feel some type of way. You might feel some type of way because I'm coming at you that way, but I don't think it's some type of way. But because I'm your friend, let me call you and see how you feel about that because you might feel something. I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking that I speak to you whenever I speak to you. So if I reached out to you on some, yo, help me rehearse for this show, you shouldn't feel no type of way, but you feel some type of way because I didn't reach out to you and ask you before I asked you to help me about my show. Yo, how's your voice doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying,
You
but
get what I'm saying?
it's still proving his point because it's still two opposing.
Listen.
But
like,
this isn't on
you
no
just told-
ratchet shit.
No,
This is
no,
on some
no.
business
I get
shit. You
that.
get what
I
I'm
get that,
saying?
yeah.
He's
You
talking about
just
some
told-
ratchet shit.
No, I
I'm talking
never
about
said
some,
ratchet
because my
shit.
birds of a feather flock together is still on some
never
classic.
said,
Like,
I
you know
never
what I'm saying?
said ratchet
That
shit.
You
just
definitely
told
said
me
ratchet
you and all,
shit.
I never used the term.
Okay,
You used
rewind the
term.
tape.
you just told me you and your homegirls are identical. So how can she feel something that you don't feel?
She can feel something because.
Are y'all not
Hold on, wait.
individuals?
Hold up. She can feel that maybe I should have reached out to her and said, hey, how's your voice doing? You just got vocal surgery. How you feeling?
But you didn't feel
Are
that.
you okay? And to me, I'm just like, oh, I didn't think we was on that type of time. Because I'm thinking I'm in my own world. I'm on some, yo, I got a show coming up. You want to help me do this rehearsal? Because one of the songs you wrote on, she wrote on one of the songs. So I'm like, yo, I'm recording this, I'm performing this song. So, you know, let's rehearse this song. I'm thinking about straight business because realistically, we really just be on business time. We talk about friendship shit too. I'm not gonna lie, we do. But right now, I'm focused on, yo, I got the show I got coming up. You want to help me on this show because I want to make sure I sing one of the records that you wrote on perfectly, how you would want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking straight like that. But she felt some type of way because she felt like I should have reached out to her and said, hey, how are you feeling about your voice? Are you okay? How you doing? And realistically, I should have done that. I'm a real person. I can understand how you feel. You get what I'm saying? I should have said, before I said any of that, I should have said, yo, how's your voice doing? I know that you got your voice X, Y, and Z. And then I should have got to that. But I wasn't thinking that. So it's okay for my friend to check me and be like, yo, I feel some type of way because you should have said something to me. And I'll be like, you know what? You're right. And then we get past that.
But
So
you
I
just
feel
told me
like,
you and your
what?
friends are identical.
I see what both of y'all are saying. I feel like your friends should be on the same mindset. Don't get me wrong. But I do not think that all friends are identical. Like any friend that I keep around, even at me being younger than 25, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I've learned my friends are not going to have everything. We're not going to all be alike.
Not
and I
identical.
want to grow. from
Not
my friends.
identical. What
Like,
I'm saying is anybody that comes into your life, whether they're friend or foe, is a mirror or a reflection of who you are.
No, that's
in your
true.
life. It
That
doesn't
is
have to
true.
be identical.
I disagree.
You can't disagree because any person that comes into your life, whether it's a relationship, a friend, somebody that you just met at a job,
I disagree.
it's something about you that is a reflection of yourself.
Listen.
Period. And that's
Every time
the
that-
law of life. Like,
No, in my life,
do
anytime.
you read books?
Yeah, I do read books.
What's your favorite book?
40 Laws of Power. And
Okay.
As a Man Thinketh. And specifically in As a Man Thinketh, they like you have to control your thought process. Everybody's not going to have your thought process. If me and you are
That is
best
true.
friends and you start reading books and you start educating yourself, we're no longer identical. We're no
Right.
longer on the same page. You're advancing.
That
I'm
is
not
true.
advancing my mindset.
But you're advancing yourself now.
Right,
Everything
so
is
we're
ebb
not
and flow.
identical.
Everything is ebb and flow. Everything is ebb
right.
and flow.
Okay.
So at whatever point you was in your life, you were at a point in this life, and now you're moving to a different
But
point in your life where
everybody
you're
don't move at the
educating
same
yourself.
pace.
So now you will, if you're elevating in life, you are going to meet people elevating in life to wherever you are.
But I
you're
said-
never going to
when
keep the
when
same
I
people
said,
around you.
Are
It's
y'all
never going to
identical?
happen.
You said that y'all are identical.
Y'all
You and your
I
friends are not identical.
what I'm saying
You're
is,
going to move
listen,
along in
what
life
I'm
where
saying
people don't
is-
align with you
What
no
I'm
more.
saying is, moving forward, the people that you meet in your life, moving whatever stage in life that you are in, will be a mirror and a reflection of who you are at that point.
I
So
disagree.
if I was at this point, these are the people that I'm meeting
disagree.
now. If I'm moving here, now I'm meeting people
disagree.
that are a mirror reflection of me at this point in my life.
Okay,
disagree.
So
I disagree.
Wait.
How?
Wait.
Because listen, if I'm in a place in life where I want to do something and I want to accomplish something and I'm trying to work towards something, right? You know what happens in my life? People come out of the woodworks with things to distract me. Not intentionally, but the universe is putting in front of me obstacles to see how much I really want my goals.
Are you
If I
engaging
say-
in that?
No. You know why I'm not engaging in it? Because it's an obstacle. I'm going
Right.
to overcome
So
it.
as you
so
move
it's not
forward-
it's not his fault that he's saying, "Hey, bro, you want to go to the club and blow money tonight?" No, I want to focus on my show. Bro, you want to go to do this tonight? No, I want to focus on my music. No, I want to focus on this. The universe will put things in front of you to see how serious you are about what you're trying to do.
Right.
Because we all say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And then people will come along and say, hey, let's go do this instead. And then you say, fuck it, let me go do that. I want to go hang out in here. I want to
Right.
go do that.
Because
that's
that's
what
what
I'm saying.
that's your energy.
So I'm not where that person is
Because
at.
that's not your energy.
Right. I'm not where he's
Right,
at.
that's not your
but
energy.
he's coming in my
So
life to
as you
prevent me
move
from being where I want to
forward,
be.
So you were here, right? In the past, you would have fucked with that nigga and said, oh, yo, let's go to the club. You would have went to the club with that nigga because at that point in your life, that's who you were.
I agree
So
with
now
that.
moving forward, I'm only concentrating on my show.
no, I
I'm
don't
only
agree.
concentrating on my music. So now the people that you
don't
come
agree.
around is bitches like me because what? I'm focused on my music. I'm focused on doing this. I'm focused on getting ahead. So the people
But
that's
you gotta
around
make a
you
conscious
is the
decision to
people
do
that
that.
is because
I got a friend-
who you. Let me tell you something. The world is only going to give you who you are.
That's true.
The world is never
No.
going to
I
give
do-
you
I
who
do
you're
agree
not.
with that.
No.
So moving forward, anybody that you are, who you're aligned to, if you decide to go back forward, then that's you backpedaling. If you're moving forward in life, you're going to attract the people who you align with. Your life is always going to align with the people that the world is never going to give you who you're not. The world is going to give you who you are. So moving forward in the world, who you are is who the world, your universe, everything about you is going to attract those type of people.
But, okay.
And God is going to
I've never been a
Bro.
criminal. Listen, I've never robbed no man.
What?
Listen, what I'm saying is,
robbed. How we get there?
Listen, what I'm
so you
trying to
was
say
robbing
is-
niggas?
no, listen.
So you was robbing niggas?
when I was a kid, listen,
You was robbing
it was
niggas.
stupid
Can I see the
shit.
hookah?
It's burnt out. What I'm trying to say is, right? I got a friend right now in
ain't turned
jail.
it
Burnt
over?
out, I don't want it.
I got a friend in jail who was convicted of rape and murder. 400 years he got. 400 years. They got a nigga 400 years, right? When we was 17 years old, this nigga used to ask me, you want to go on this move with me? And I'd be like, nah, I don't want to go. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But this was my friend. And he was in, they in a whole different room. This was my friend. So we were in different spaces. I never did none of the shit he did. And he's serving 400 years now for murder and rape.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here with y'all. We're nothing alike,
Right.
but he was a friend of mine.
Because
I
you
had
chose.
to remove him out of my life.
Because you chose.
That's
You
what
elevated.
I was saying to you, though.
You chose
it's
and
a
you elevated.
conscious decision. I was never into
Always
that.
a conscious decision.
I was never into what he was into.
Always a conscious
Right,
decision.
but you're saying at one point you had to be where this person was at in order for y'all to be on the same. No, I was never into what he was into.
Man, shut the fuck.
Ever.
Okay. You got it.
All right.
Next question. What we on?
Anyways, okay, so
Let's talk about some music.
yeah. So with that being said, being in the music industry, you've dealt with a lot of men, and, shit like that. So how has that been? I guess
A lot of
just
men.
trying-
How you know I dealt with
I
a
mean,
lot
not
of
a
men?
lot. It's a man-dominated industry when I say that.
Okay.
So I feel like, how do you feel? I feel like. How do you feel about, I guess, just working in a male-dominated industry? Like, how is that for you as a female artist?
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying. But at the end of the day, you have to deal with it. You can't be weak. You have to stand on your 1-2, and you just have to get it done. Like,
Yeah. So I know that you've dealt with, his name is Zay France
how you know that?
as well, because he's dealt, I think, in the same label as you, right?
What?
He's in the same label as you?
Wait.
No, I know that's
You talking about like as friends?
No, I mean like just as, I guess, in the same label. Like, how has that been? Because I've seen him around in Atlanta, so I know he is somebody that's been around in Atlanta. I've seen him around in LA, shit like that, and that's somebody that I know of when I think of the label that you're signed to or used to be signed to.
Yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm
So how has
definitely
that
not
been?
signed.
What was
Definitely
that
not
like?
signed. Shout out to Neo. Neo's an amazing human being. He's an amazing writer. I love him to death. Amazing person. As far as the label, just didn't do what needed to be done as far as for me. Like, as far as for me as an artist, I don't think they understood who I was as a person. And that's pretty much what it was. Like, sometimes when you don't understand who a person is or you don't take the time to get to know who your artist is, it can become a conflict. And as a woman in the game, it's like sometimes when you stand up and speak for yourself, it's not taken as, hey, I'm just standing up for myself. It's taken as arrogance or as maybe I know too much, but I'm really just trying to speak up for who I am as a person. So
True.
that's pretty much, yeah.
And then, so what type of music? You do like a lot of like drill. I know you're from New York.
Absolutely
so do you
not.
do drill? You don't do drill? No
No.
drill?
You're an R&B artist.
R&B?
I do hip hop R&B. So when you think of me, I do a lot of singing. They call it a 70-30. So a lot of my music is 70% singing, 30% rapping, because depending on what the music drives me to speak about, sometimes I might feel like, oh, this record called me for spitting some shit. Mm-hmm. Or this record calls for me singing. So that's pretty much what it is. I'm an artist and I'm a writer, so I can do both. So it's like, okay, I might hear this being like, nah, I got to spit some shit on this. Or I might hear this record and I'd be like, I got to sing on this record. So that's pretty much where it is for me.
What's your preference?
My preference is singing. And then I do rapping when it calls for it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the music, what the frequency gives me.
What did you do first, rapping or singing?
I honestly did both, but I'm going to say singing.
For real?
Yeah.
Would you grow up like in a church or something?
No.
So how'd you discover like, oh, I can sing?
My parents are artists. I don't know if people remember that far back, but my father did Jamaica Funk. And Mariah Carey did it over in her Glitter movie, Jamaica Funk. That's what it is.
Your dad did that?
My father did that. That's my father's record, and my whole family is on that record. Oz, my Uncle Mike, they're all literally. That record came from all of them being in 40 projects, and they just was doing a jam session, and they created the record. And I think his name is Todd. I can't remember the person who, what's his name? I can't even remember the person's name whose name is on it. But he put out the record, and my cousin is Duke Ellington. That's my second cousin. So I come from music. So it's like, when my parents raised me, the only thing that they raised me to do was music. They had me singing all the Michael Jackson songs. Like, literally, that was like my thing growing up. They bred me to be an artist from young. So, you know, like when you have a kid, you want to raise them how you see fit that child being. And they saw me being an artist. So that's how I grew up. I grew up just doing music. That's the only thing that I freaking know. Like,
do you have any artists that you like look up to? Or
no, they're all dead.
So you like old school, like.
I always wanted to do music with Michael Jackson. So when Michael Jackson passed away, it was like I didn't even want to do music no more. Like that was like that. I felt like that was my father. Like I felt but like now doing music, the people that I really want to work with as far as artists, I do want to work with Nicki Minaj. I do want to work with Cardi. I know that shit sounds crazy, but Nicki, Cardi, Drake, Missy Elliott. I do want to work with Victoria Monet. I just freaking love her.
No, she's crazy.
I was going to ask if you want to work with any actual R&B artists.
Yeah, like Victoria Monet, Chris Brown for sure. Like that's always been like a goal of mine.
90s R&B isn't it? We don't have any resemblance. I feel like of 90s R&B.
We don't have any resemblance of 90s
Boy
R&B.
bands are dead.
Boy bands are definitely dead.
We have zero boy bands.
Shout out to Nokio because Nokio's my homeboy from Drew Hill.
Yeah, that's my favorite group, Drew Hill.
Drew Hill's my favorite group of all time. I'm going to work with Nokio soon. He's been reaching out to me, so shout out to him because I really want to create, like I said, my whole thing with me being an artist.
I didn't realize that.
I know, right?
No boy bands.
My whole thing with being an artist right now is raising the frequency. Like I feel like that is my job as a artist, is to raise the frequency, because if you listen to music and if people who really understand music and understand frequencies, because music is played on a frequency. So if you listen to the music that's now, it's really on a low frequency that keeps people down here. I honestly want to raise the frequency. I've been listening to a lot of Marvin Gaye music, and it's just when you play it, it gives you a different type of feeling. Shout out to Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Those are two people those are my two people that I really want to work with the most at this present moment. I want to work with Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Silk Sonic is like my number one goal right now.
Preferably together. Yeah, for sure.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Together. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But that's the energy that I want to give people, because I feel like people need it. In this 2023, people energy is so low and so depressed right now that we need something that's going to make you feel good. And I want to be that person to make you feel like that.
That's as we talking about it, I'm just I'm sitting here like stuck, like, bro, I didn't realize it till we just said it. Like, there's literally no boy bands, no girl bands. Like, there's no groups at all.
At all.
But it's a lot of
like, name an R&B group.
Like, I feel
but
like
the collaborations is not giving group.
Can you name an R&B group right now?
No, it's not.
It is a group. I don't know their name. It's 3 girls. They sound really great. They don't look the part, but they sound amazing. And that might be an insult. I'm sorry. But I don't know their name, so it probably doesn't matter. Yeah. But they sound really great. But I feel like it's going to take, certain things are being promoted right now in the mainstream, and that's why I'm saying, like, it needs to be something that raises.
But if I say to you right now, name me 5 groups from the 90s. Easy.
Absolutely. You can't name groups, right? Because there's no groups.
You see what I'm saying? There's no groups of the 2020s at all. There's no groups.
No, there's not.
Male or female. I can't think of one R&B group.
Not R&B, no. No, that's true.
How did we get to that?
Because it's every man for themselves, yeah.
And I think after Destiny's Child, it was over. Once Destiny's Child put out their last album, it was over after that.
Who?
There was no groups after Destiny's Child. There was no groups after. And it was not B5. What was the other one?
Mindless Behavior.
Mindless Behavior. After Mindless, that was the last.
They was down in pop though.
But
that was the last group.
Yeah, they was kids. They was pop.
B5.
That wasn't even real R&B for real.
But But for that
When the last
age,
time you heard a Drew Hill,
but
a
for
Mint
that age
Condition,
demographic,
a Tony?
But don't nobody listen to music like that no more.
Who don't?
no, they do. People do.
They do, but they listen to the shit that's viral. They don't listen.
That's not true.
to-
That's not true. That's not true. Because there's a market for R&B of people who just listen to R&B, like Snow Allegra, the Hers. They listen to that type of, but it's not mainstream. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the difference.
But what I'm saying
It's not
is
mainstream.
there any groups that's not even
No, but
mainstream
But that's
that
what
we
I'm
can
saying,
name?
though. They
No.
listen to the shit that's viral. They're gonna listen
That's
to
true.
if Pretty Brown Eyes, whatever the fuck the song's called, if that shit goes viral. It did go viral on TikTok.
Right.
Everyone praised that song because it went viral. They would not have just been
So let
like,
me ask you a
"Where are the
question.
songs?"
So let me
Groups.
ask you a question. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, with you being 23, do you feel like music makes sense only when it's viral on TikTok?
Not for me, but that's because I grew up with an old
That's a good
spirited
question.
family. So I grew up listening to the shit like that. That's normal for me.
As you being in your age, as you being 23 in your early 20s, do you feel like if it's not viral on TikTok, it doesn't make sense to you?
No, it makes sense to me, but I've heard it before, if that makes sense. So it's like, to me, I wasn't like, oh, I was on today's generation TikTok and I'm like, oh yeah, this shit sounds good. Like, cool, I'm gonna play it. Like, I grew up hearing that shit on a fucking Saturday morning. Like, it's time to fucking clean up. Like,
Okay.
I grew
What
up
song did
hearing
you hear
shit
on a
like that.
Saturday morning?
My favorite, so my first ever concert on God was Charlie Wilson and the OJs.
Oh, wow.
And that was by choice. That was the concert that I wanted to go to.
Okay.
So that's the type of like mom I grew up with. I grew up listening to old school music my whole life. I love Tony. I love Mint Condition. Like, I was into that type of shit. Growing up, I now like a lot of today's shit because that's what I hear constantly. It's not because, oh, I don't hear old school music, whatever, but I hear Peaches and Eggplants on the radio right now. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. I hear a lot on the radio. That's what we hear.
How does that
consistently.
make you feel?
I mean, I just love music in general.
Does that make you feel like what is it called? What is it called?
I think it's yeah, definitely.
so peaches and what's it called?
I don't think
Eggplant. Does
or
peaches
like-
and eggplants make you feel like in 20 years you're gonna hear that shit and be like, oh my god?
Dead ass.
It do?
It do. But I feel like our music is so different. I feel like
That shit
generation.
not getting played at the cookout in 20 years.
In
You
20
never
years?
know. Nah,
I feel like it will.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna hold
it
you.
will.
I can see myself on the grill like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
I feel like
I'm not
but
gonna hold
it's a
you.
generational thing.
yeah.
The only music that get played at cookouts decades later is R&B. We do not
That's
play
not
rap music
true.
later.
That is not true.
Rap music from the 80s and the 90s do not get
Okay,
played at
wait a
cookouts.
minute. Hold on,
We play
hold on.
current rap music. We play old school R&B.
I don't think that's true.
Here's the thing. 20 years from now, it will be irrelevant. Because 20 years from now, the 20-year-olds will be 40. And the music that they're looking for will not be the music from the 70s, but it will be the music from the 2000s.
Exactly.
Right, so they're going to be motherfucking boom, don't, but don't,
It
don't.
won't.
They're going to
But
be
you
listening
gotta
to Nelly.
think, you gotta think, growing up, like right now, if you
Yeah,
play a song,
like you,
if you play a song
you were
right
thinking
now,
on some old head shit.
No, what I want y'all to understand, when you get to a cookout, the reason R&B lasted and thrived in cookouts and family environments is because it was suitable for children. You're not going to have family gatherings playing music that's not
That's
suitable
not
for
true.
children.
Because let me tell you something.
I'm not playing shit
At
around my
20
daughter saying
like-
fuck her in the ass. Like,
First
I'm
of
not
all,
doing it.
you're lying. Because in 2023, they got these little kids fucking doing this
That's a
motherfucking
dance
dance.
song. That's not fuck her in the
No,
butt.
they're
That's
doing
not
these
Peaches and
kids. Let me
Eggplants.
tell you
That's
something you
not-
got to understand. And this is what I feel like from our parents and our parents' parents. They always felt like, y'all listening to that music. This is not going to be, and it
'Cause we
changes.
was
20
listening to
years after
gangster
20
rap.
years after 20 years after
No,
20 years.
no.
What was then is then. And what is now is now. Yes, of course, we're still going to love Luther Vandross. We're still going to love these people. We're still going to
That's
understand,
what's
like,
take-
we're going to be like, oh, I remember
But
my grandmother
I don't
used to
think
be.
that, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think that
but,
because if you hear something that your great great grandma plays right now, you're gonna be like, I
in
ain't never heard this
2050,
shit,
it's going to be our great great grandmothers from 1970.
Exactly.
1980. That's going to
So
be like.
imagine 20, 40 years
Like,
from now,
you know
our
what I'm
kids,
saying?
we gonna
Like-
play fucking Mint Condition. They gonna be like, what is this? Like, it's
Exactly.
gonna sound
So
ancient
what?
to them.
My parents played that, and I thought it was trash. Until
My parents played Put It on the Floor.
No. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But you also got to think
it sounds crazy, but it is.
I'm not going to judge y'all.
Our R&B has changed as well. Though.
It don't matter. It's not about that. What I'm saying is you have to understand. This is why people get stuck in time. Listen. What's your name?
The music I didn't listen to at 20 years old is different than the music I listened to at 30 years old.
It don't matter.
Different.
It don't matter. Think about 60 years from now.
I was not listening to Tony at 20 years old.
I wasn't listening to shit that was happening in the 1940s. I couldn't even tell you who the artist was.
And you appreciate it.
I appreciate it because my parents. Everybody, you got to understand, it's different people being raised in different eras and different. Y'all saw when they cloned Tyrone. Did you see they cloned Tyrone?
So when they play "I Was Born Down by the River" and you hear Sam Cooke singing, you don't like that? Do you like it?
But
do you like it?
But you have to think.
I like it, but it's nothing that I'm gonna play. I ain't
gonna play that. Like it.
But that's not like years and years and years and years ago. I'm talking about right now at 23. If I'm fucking 63 years old, and you also have to think our R&B is different now.
Do you like Change Gonna Come?
I mean, I've heard it, but I'm not gonna.
But you don't give a fuck about it because you're 23. At 35, I give a fuck about it.
But I know the song. What I'm saying.
Y'all ignoring what I'm saying to y'all, bro. Like that's
people are gonna know of it, but they're not gonna know the impact.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what the pressure.
Y'all not the only people on the planet. 23
yeah, but the younger generation. Okay, I understand that.
At 35, I give a fuck about Change Gonna Come. At 25, I did not give a fuck. Y'all can't say that because y'all not 35.
No, but I'm not saying I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is the music is not going to be the same 40 years from now.
That music don't got to change. It's timeless music. At 40 years old, you're going to appreciate it because your life changes. What you're living every day is different than what I'm living every day. So shit that matters to you is different. Do you have kids? No. I have kids. You know why?
Kids.
Right. So shit matters to me. The music I play around my daughter matters to me. I'm not playing Peaches and Eggplants for my daughter.
But I'm saying.
But they still listen to Peaches and Eggplant.
She's 2 years old. She's not listening to it.
My son is 16.
My daughter is 2. My son is 16. My son listens to trap music. My daughter listens to what I play for her.
And my son is an artist.
Right,
so it's
y'all not listening.
Listen. My son is an artist. You get what I'm saying? I was a teenage parent. I had a kid at a very young age. You get what I'm saying?
I had a kid at 19.
I didn't have a kid at 19. I had a kid younger than that.
Anybody want to have a baby?
Right? You get what I'm saying? So I had a kid younger than that. So me and my son is like this. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the type of shit that he into is not the type of shit that I'm into, but I understand it because at the end of the day, that's what you're into, and that's what your frequency is. He's a Juice WRLD. It's
also what you allow.
Uzi Vert, Extension type of person.
What are you playing in your household?
It's not about that. He understands that, but he's an individual.
It's also not about your house.
It's not about me.
It's about your environment.
You get what I'm saying?
Go to school and hear
when you go, when you're out, you gotta understand. And this is the problem with old niggas because you gotta understand. You have to understand to identify with your children. Because when I was 16,
not about what you play in your house.
Listen,
when I grew up, my parents played music in the house.
Listen. When I was 16, listen.
Who control the radio when you drive
the car? It doesn't matter.
Go to school.
Do your child control the radio? Do you control the radio?
But when your child the radio.
How?
They hear.
How is he your superior?
Let me tell you something.
Controlling the radio.
Wait a minute.
Your son is telling you, Mom, we're going to listen to this.
Absolutely.
All right, okay.
Let me listen.
You live in a different household.
First of all, I live in a different household. Let me tell you something.
I'm not living in
Let me tell you something. I'm the cool parent, okay? Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, your parents could dictate. They could tell you what to listen to. They can try to negate, don't listen to that. I don't want you to listen to curse words. When you leave that house, you're listening to what the fuck you want to listen to. You get what I'm saying?
I did.
You're in your own vibe because what's in the house is what you have to deal with. When you're outside the house, especially when you're a teenager, you do what the fuck you want to do.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck.
That.
Your parents are never going to know what the fuck you ever did when you was a teenager.
What did your parents play?
My parents played Donny Hathaway, Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, Billie Holiday.
So where in there did they say I'm playing music that say fuck bitches, fuck niggas, murder?
My parents didn't want me to listen. It's not even about a different time. My parents didn't want me listening to Lil' Kim. They didn't want me to listen to Lil' Mo.
Because it wasn't good for you as a child.
But guess what? I still recorded that shit. Record,
do you like
play.
Donny Hathaway?
You don't know about that. But record,
Do you like
play.
Donny Hathaway?
I love Donny Hathaway.
Why? Because your parents played that music.
But listen, my son loves the type of music that I play, but he has his own fucking identity.
Right, and that's fine.
And I'm never gonna tell him who to be.
It's fine.
Because
Let the kids find their
listen,
music.
no. Because my parents tried to tell me who to be and who to listen to. Oh, you should only listen to Luther Vandross. And I'm like, bitch, I'm listening to Lil Mo. I'm listening to Monica. I'm listening to Brandy. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about from
R&B acts.
1970,
Those are R&B
1960. I don't give a fuck about none
Old
of that
people
shit.
listen to
So
Brandy.
think about
Old
my
people
son.
listen to
My son was
Monica.
born in 2007. He don't give a fuck about nobody.
Was your parents telling you?
Yeah, okay, I like the people from they cool, I like them, but this is what I'm into. So instead of me being the parent that's like, no, you be the parent that explore. Find out who you want to be. Find out who you are. Understand who you are as a person, because I never want to make you feel like
That's
you're
not
trying
who you are.
to
That's
be.
what society is telling you.
No,
to be.
my son is very straightforward, and I've raised my child to be a leader. So whatever the fuck he's
So
into,
who does your son listen to?
my son listens to Juice WRLD. My son listens to XXXTentacion. He listens to Joey Badass. He listens to all the new niggas that's out.
Right, all mainstream
Brian
artists.
Fayez.
What about that is saying I found something that everybody not listening
He's
to?
an artist. He does
Those
what
are
the fuck he
mainstream
wants
artists.
to do.
Everybody's
he sounds.
listening to that.
He listens to Wu-Tang. He listens to
Okay.
DMX.
Okay.
He listens to all
How did
of
he
these
find
people
them?
because he listened to me playing it.
That's what I was. That's.
But I allow him to be who he is as a person. I'm
All I've
never
been
gonna sit up
saying-
there and be like,
all
yo,
I've been saying
only
is-
listen to this person because this is the person. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas is whack. No. Who are
All
you?
I've been
What do you
saying
like?
is,
Because our
if your parents introduce you
is
to a
like,
certain
no,
type of music-
listen to this and don't listen to nothing. Fuck
What
you.
she's
But you
saying-
introduced them
but
to a certain type of
but
music.
You can introduce it. It doesn't mean that they have
It's
to
not
latch
law.
on to
It's
it.
not
It
law.
doesn't mean
It's
that
not
they
law.
like it. So there's people that are introduced to a certain style of music. It's just like a certain type of religion. I'm introduced to, what is it, Catholicism.
Y'all fucking tweaking, bro.
No, that's the
There's
same
no
thing.
way I'm fucking introducing my daughter to eggplants and peaches, and she's 2 years old, and y'all telling me that's
Your
okay.
child is
But
2.
I'm
My
not-
son is
but I'm not
15.
saying-
What
And
are
you
talking
introducing
about?
your son to it on purpose?
No,
My son
we're
is
using that
15.
as an example.
Your
That
son-
is
your daughter's 2.
That is a
What are we talking
popular
about?
song right now. Like, I'm not saying that's the song, but a lot of songs out right now are talking about dick.
All y'all
bitches,
saying is the same
fuck
shit I
niggas.
just said to y'all. If you listen to Donny Hathaway, it was because of your parents. If your son listens to DMX, it's because of you.
Okay.
It's the same shit
we're
I
not,
just
we're
said.
not, we're
And
not
then
saying
what?
that though. I'll say what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I can introduce my kids to whatever. They're gonna go out. They're gonna go to school.
You might be. You might be.
Am I tripping?
I feel like you
I'm
are.
not saying the same shit I
I feel
just
like
said.
you
I
are.
don't
You
think we
bugging.
are. I'm
You
saying-
can introduce your
How you
kids.
get to Donny
you-
Hathaway if your parents didn't introduce it to you?
I'm not
It
saying
don't matter.
they're
How did your son
We're not
get to
talking
DMX
about that.
if you didn't
We're not
introduce it
talking
to him?
about that. What I'm saying is you can teach it.
How the fuck do
Listen.
kids find Michael Jackson
Hold
if
up.
you
Wait
don't
a minute.
introduce them to
Slow
him?
it down. Let's bring it back to
How
the
did you
middle.
find Michael Jackson?
Let's slow it back.
How did you find Michael Jackson?
Hold up. My parents taught me.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
at the end of the day,
Y'all tweaking.
go ahead.
Let me stop.
Y'all tweaking.
Let me stop it. So what's happening? He's talking about how he grew up, which
Okay.
is
Y'all tweaking.
the way that everybody grew up. Everybody grew up listening to what their parents
Okay.
That's it.
listened to.
That's
Okay.
all I'm saying.
What he's saying,
You listen to what your parents listen to.
he grew up listening to what his parents.
That's
Right.
how I found Mint Condition. That's how I found R&B to begin with.
Wait,
As a kid, we not looking for R&B.
wait, bro.
Well, they can't. The mic can't hear you. The mic can't hear you though.
I know. I said pause. So you're talking about the fact that, yo, I'm not going to pigeonhole my kid to what I was just listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what both sides are saying. So he's saying, yo, me, I love Anita Baker. Everybody knows that.
Right.
I love Anita Baker because of my mom and my father.
Absolutely.
I love Anita Baker at my big age right now.
Right.
And you appreciate her
But
more.
I appreciate her at I would
More than you did at 20.
As you should.
put Anita Baker's box
Right.
now, based upon the fact of the way that she sounds.
Right.
Now, the thing about it is, he's saying that, yo, you're saying what you're saying, and what you're saying is, yo, I'm open to whatever my son is willing to listen to. Versus, no, my son is gonna listen to these things because of the fact that I listen to these things. I listen to the OJs. I listen to the Isley brothers. I listen to all these things because of the fact that my grandparents and my parents.
What I'm asking y'all is, if you get in the car right now with your kids, you play music, you don't say to yourself, this is not suitable for kids. Do you not think like that?
What? What you mean? You lost me. You lost me. Cause I'm playing.
You got a daughter? Do you have a daughter?
I have a son.
You have a son.
But it depends.
Y'all don't got no daughters. Nobody got daughters here.
I grew up hearing Uchi Wally Uchi Bae. Like,
I'm not playing that for my daughter.
I'm playing that for my son. I'm playing. Let me tell you something. I'm playing Uchi Wally for my son. One, because my son
Y'all
is an
ever heard
artist.
Kevin Gates Love
and
Bug?
on top of that, I named my
Gates.
son Nas. Right? I named my son Nas after the rapper Nasir.
You can play Nas
right?
for your son.
You get what I'm saying? But I could play all types of Nas. You get what I'm
You can
saying?
play Nas for your son.
It
Can
don't
you play
matter.
Two
I
Live
could play
Crew for your
Uchi.
son?
I could play Uchi Wally.
Can you play 2 Live Crew for your son?
If he into it, I'm not
Can
into
you
that.
play,
I'm not.
"Ooh,
I'm not.
I'm so horny" for your son?
I'm not into that, so I wouldn't play that. I'm not gonna.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna. I'm
That's
not
all
gonna
I'm
play
saying.
that because I don't
Even
care
if you
about
was,
that
you
song.
wouldn't play for your son.
I don't care about that song,
Even if
but
you
I'm gonna
was,
play
you would
Uchi
not
Wally
play
for
it
him.
in the car
I'm gonna
with your
play
son.
Uchi Wally for my son because I want him to hear that. I don't give a fuck. My son is fucking.
You play
so
Uli Wa-
my
Uchi
son is
Wally?
fucking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna play Uchi Wally for him because I want him to hear that so he can get some different type of flavor in his fucking life as far as his writing skills. That's the type of time that I'm on. I'm a young parent, so it is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
I was a young parent.
You wasn't a young parent like I was a young parent.
I was a young parent
you
before
wasn't,
you.
No, you was not. My
When
son
did you
is
become
my
a
son is
parent?
15.
What year?
How old is your kid?
What year?
How old is your kid?
My son is 16.
When you had your kid?
07. When did you have yours?
Before that.
When? What
Before
year?
that. Before that.
What
06.
year? Okay.
Okay.
And in 06, you was playing Uchi Wally for your baby.
I'm not saying.
What are you
Is this nigga
saying?
dumb or is he stupid?
So what are
I'm
you
confused.
saying?
I'm saying I'm talking about now. My son is 15
So you
now.
You cool with playing over sexualized music for your kid?
He's
don't bother
15 and he's. This sounds.
It don't matter.
I
if
just
he's-
told you he's
what
fucking.
age he is.
He's
At the end
fucking
of
right now. So what do you?
You can't change the
he's-
world. What are you doing in your
Fuck the
household?
world. Fuck the world. I'm talking about my son. My son is fucking right now. I know what my son is doing. You get what I'm saying? I provide the condoms and shit like because I know what the fuck is going
So
on.
did my mom.
I'm not a
Okay.
blind. I'm
My
not a
mom
blind.
ain't play Uchi
I'm not a
Wally.
blind parent.
My
I'm not a
mom did
blind
too.
parent.
My mom
And,
did too.
and you wasn't an artist. My son is an artist right now.
What
And
do that
I
mean?
know what the fuck my son be talking about. I listen to his music.
'Cause
You get what I'm
that's the
saying?
music he
listen.
listen to.
No.
They talk
I'm
about what they
talking
listen
about.
to.
First of all, I'm talking about the
So
music.
your son the first nigga to talk about the shit he
first
talking
of all,
about.
First of all, I'm talking about the music that my son is making. So if I'm listening to the music
What
that
did he
my
hear
son is
from to
music,
make it?
what?
At 15, you don't have no experiences.
What
None.
you talking about? If my
I'm a fucking.
Did you
I'm
see
a man. What do
first
you mean?
First of all, my son don't look like you. My son is a model. My son
At 15, what
bro,
experiences did
bro,
he have?
Bro, my son is my son. You get what I'm saying? I look good. My son looks better. You get what I'm saying? My son is that nigga. You feel me? So I know what the fuck is going on with my kid. You get what I'm saying? I don't condone it, but it is what it is. I can't stop it because he is who he is. Period. Moving forward. He rap about what the fuck he rap about is what's going on in his life.
Is he rapping about shit he been through? Or he just rapping
You
about
heard what
shit
I
he
just
hear?
said? My son is rapping about what the fuck he going through and what he got going on in his life right now. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not blocking, and I'm not that type of parent that's like, oh, why are you doing? Don't talk about that. Because my mom is saying that to him. Oh, don't curse. Don't do this. My father's saying, oh, I don't condone, because they from the old school, so they like, you know, it's a respect thing. Yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I get it, because that's a respect thing. But I'm not that far from his age. You get what I'm saying? I had him when I was a fucking kid. So I understand. When I was your age, bitch, I was pregnant with you when I was your age.
How did
You get what I'm
pregnant
saying?
having him? How did
Let me
get
tell you
pregnant?
something.
did you get
When he
pregnant?
was his age, I was pregnant with him. So you get
So
what I'm
you gonna
saying?
repeat
What
the
the fuck?
cycle?
It's not about. He's not repeating
What do
the
you
cycle
mean?
because he
Like,
don't
you
got
saying
nobody
you got
pregnant.
pregnant at
He
his
don't
age.
got. What I'm saying is
So
we're
it's cool
close.
with him to
First
make
of all,
that kind of
first of all,
music.
first of all, let's be
saying it's cool for
first
him
of
to
all,
make that kind of music.
let's be very clear. My son is my son. Therefore, when he was his age, I was pregnant with a kid. So I'm never gonna judge him for who the fuck he is or what the fuck he going through right now or what he rapping right now, because I understand We ain't that far in age for me not to understand what the fuck you going through or what you feeling about or what you rapping about. You get what I'm saying? Because that's who you are. I'm never going to judge you. It is what it is. Period. I'm not saying I'm a cool parent, but I understand what this is life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't disrespect me and don't disrespect yourself. You know what the fuck is going on. Don't ever fucking disrespect me in the streets. I'm outside, you outside. Yeah. Keep it real. Keep it respectful.
I feel like it's just all a generational thing. Like, I feel like honestly, technically I think we're all in different generations. So I think it's just a different mindset. Like, everybody has different opinions on what they allow and what they don't allow. But I do think that as a kid, and I don't have kids, so like maybe I don't know shit for real. But like, I feel like whatever I expose my kids to, that's only what I expose them to. If they go out and they do whatever, they gonna hear whatever. And it's not them being a follower. It's more the fact that they have to learn their own way. So, I mean, regardless.
If you was my daughter, what are you, like 5 years older than my son? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end of the day, you're an adult. My son is not an adult. He's a teenager. He's only 15. He's turning 16. At the end of the day, you're your own person. From the ages of 1 to 8, that's when you really raise your child. After 8 years old, they become their own person and their own personality.
Is that your perspective?
No, that's logic.
So you telling me as a dad, I only raised my kid to 8.
Between the ages of 1 to 8 to really.
But I have a kid older than you and younger than you.
Nigga, who you talking to right now?
You saying that, you telling me, and I'm a parent, I have a kid older than your kid and younger than your kid.
How old is it? How old is your kid?
16 and 2.
From when's your son's birthday?
July 7th.
So he just turned 16.
Yeah.
My son is turning 16 November 28th.
Okay, but he's older than you.
Okay, so he's a couple months older than my son. Not even a year, a couple months.
Right, but
so what are you saying right now?
What I'm saying is I had a kid before you and after you, and you're telling me I only raised my kid till 8 years old.
Because between the ages of 1 to 8 is when you have control of what their mind really is. After 8, they become their own person. You can still navigate, hey, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, but they're still their own person. They have their own mind, they have their own agenda. You can sit up there, imagine if your kid turned gay, right? Mm-hmm. You can't tell nothing, yo, that's not right. You could tell him, you could preach that shit all you want, but if that motherfucker want dick, he gonna get dick. If that bitch want pussy, I'm gay, mom, I don't really like men. That's not my thing. I want to be a tomboy. I don't like dressing up in after 9, 10. Mom, I don't like that. You gonna force your kid to fucking wear dresses after she told you, Mom, I'm not comfortable. So because of what you want, you get what I'm saying? I'm maybe call me a new age parent. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? But after 8 years old, you really gotta be like, okay, that's my kid. I don't want to do nothing that my kid not uncomfortable with. Because what I look like forcing my kid to do something that they don't like to do.
That parent.
I'm not doing that. Because I didn't like it when my parents did that to me. I remember, because I was a young parent, I remember what it felt like when my parents told me to do some shit and I didn't want to do that shit against my will.
Right, but you saying it like being a young parent is the right thing to do.
I'm not saying being a young parent. I'm not saying being a young parent, but I understand feelings, and feelings don't change. But I don't give a fuck. Feelings don't change on how you feel.
I feel like people retain different things though. Some people.
What do you mean feelings don't change?
Listen. Go ahead, speak.
What do you mean feelings don't change?
Go ahead, say what you gonna say, because I'm gonna come at. I'm gonna let her.
And
I'm talking about.
Change.
Let me tell you something. When you
we change feelings all the time.
We're talking about children.
Shit that I gave a fuck about at 20, I don't give a fuck about now.
We're talking about children. I'm talking about children.
Feelings change.
I'm talking about children right now.
So feelings don't change with the kid?
What I'm saying is, I'm not forcing my kid to do something that they don't want to do. If I say something that, hey, this is my advice, I'm never going to keep forcing. I don't want my kid to hate me. No, I know what that feel like. I know what it feel like for a parent.
Kids don't really hit their parents.
Listen. I know what it feels.
parents.
Listen, I know what it feels like for a parent.
You think you hate your parent. You don't hate your parent.
I know what it feels like for a parent to push their agenda on me, and that's not what I want as a person.
Did your parents ever tell you to do certain shit you didn't want to do as a kid?
Absolutely.
And now you be like, you know what? I understand why they said it.
I get that.
Right.
I do
So
get that.
Feelings change.
I do get that.
Think you
Feelings
hate your
change.
parents. You don't hate your
You're
parents.
right. Feelings
You
do
think you do.
change.
Right.
But at the same time, we live in a different era right now. This is not 1960, 70, 80, 90, or 2000. This ain't even 2010.
I understand.
You
that,
get what I'm saying?
and that's fine.
This is why I
But what I'm
say,
saying to
listen,
you-
let me tell you something. On these motherfucking podcasts, this is what I want to say, and I want to make this very motherfucking clear. Do what works for you. Stop listening to these motherfuckers on these motherfucking podcasts. I'm talking about Mad Jamaican.
Yeah.
On these motherfucking podcasts, talking about this is what you should. Let me tell you something. Do what works for you. Do what works for your family. Do what works for your soul. Don't give a fuck about what these motherfuckers on here is talking about. Oh, you should do this. This is law. Nothing's law. Do what works for you. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is talking
I
about.
agree with that. Definitely
Do what works for your family.
Definitely do what works for your family.
Because what works for you don't work for me.
And that's fine. That's all I was saying.
Okay, that's not
But
what you were saying.
you can't generalize saying like,
I didn't
oh,
generalize. I was talking about my situation. I ain't talking about yours.
okay, cool. All right, cool. So I can raise my daughter after 8, right?
You can do whatever the fuck you
All right,
want
cool.
to do.
All right, long as we agree on that. That's
I'm just
cool.
talking about
Because I heard you say that at 8 years old, it's a wrap.
From the ages of 1 to 8, they're the most influential. So whatever happens from the ages of 1 to 8 is the most influential to that child. After that, they become their own person.
Right. So
that's
it's
all
very
I was
important
saying.
what you play for your kid.
Within those first
between
8
1 and
years,
8, right?
absolutely.
So your parents played old school, Donnie
Absolutely.
Hathaway and all that, right?
But I still
So
became
they're
my own
mine.
person.
Right, so they But are you a hoe?
No, I wasn't raised
That's what I'm
around
saying.
hoe bitches. I was raised around Felicia Rashad bitches. I don't know what you're talking about.
God. That's what
you
I've been
talking about?
saying to you the whole
That's
night.
not what you were saying though.
Listen.
That's not what you were saying.
You
Cut it
playing
out.
peaches
Cut it
and
out.
eggplants, so
Cut it
whatever
out.
you play
Cut
for
it
your
out.
kids.
That's not. We was talking
is
about
you
Cut it out.
influencing a
Cut it
certain
out. I don't like
mindset.
that. I don't like that.
So what did your parents
I don't like
play?
that. I don't
What did
like
your
that.
parents
I don't
play?
like that because
What did
that's
your parents
hold
play?
up. That's not the conversation that we was talking about. We had two totally different conversations.
What's the difference? Tell me.
We was talking about who we was raised by and who we listened to.
And
It's
what your
totally
parents played for you.
Two totally different subjects.
Don't skip it. We talked about what your parents played around you. And you said that you played
Bro.
Uchi Wally, and I said I'm playing Tony.
Hold up.
It's
No.
a difference.
Stop it. I said I would play Uchi Wally for my son because that's something that I would want him
You
to
said you
hear.
played Nas for your son, Uchi Wally.
Because I named my son
you
after
want him
him.
to be.
I
want him
named
to
my
write.
son after Nas.
Right.
Absolutely.
You said you want him to write different shit. That's what you said. You played Uchi Wally.
I said
for
I
him.
played Uchi Wally because
Right.
that's something I want him
all
to
I said
hear.
in rebuttal to that was, I'm not playing Uchi Wally for my daughter. I'm not.
You have a daughter,
And
I
you
have a
was like,
son.
oh, no,
my
you
son
gotta
is
play
16.
Uchi Wally.
You,
Like,
have,
what?
you have a 2-year-old, I have a 16.
Play
It's
Uchi
two
Wally.
totally different things.
It don't
What
matter.
are we
My
talking
son's
about right
16.
now?
He older than yours. I'm not playing Uchi
What are
Wally
we
for him.
talking about? But you
I'm
didn't
not
say
playing
you said
Uchi
you're not
Wally for
playing
a
that.
child.
You said you're
I
not
don't
playing.
feel comfortable
Hold up.
listening to
Bring it back. Bring it
little
back.
brown thing sucking with her tongue ring around
Bring it
my
back.
kid.
You say you're not playing that for a 2-year-old. I'm
not
talking
playing
about a
it for no
16-year-old.
child.
You're not playing that for a 16-year-old?
If my kid is 17, I'm not playing it.
Take the mic.
I'm
what
not
are you
playing
talking
it.
about? What are you talking about? So when you was 16,
My
what
mom didn't
song
play
were
that
you
for me.
listening to
She
at
didn't play that for me.
16?
I snuck it.
What song?
I
You
snuck
snuck it because you listened to it, right?
Because my mom wasn't playing
But
it
you
for me.
listened to it, right?
My mom wasn't
But
playing
you
it for me.
listened to it, right?
Yeah.
You listened
On
to it,
my
right?
own.
So let me tell you something. I'm not the mother that's like, oh no, don't listen to that. No, this is a fire ass song. I like this song. Listen to this song. This song had a lot of motion back in this day. Listen to
Yeah,
it.
it did.
Fuck
For
are you talking
adults. It's adult music.
It don't, nigga. What
Is it not adult
this
music?
This is 2023. What are you talking about?
Sex is not adult music? Talking about sex is not adult music?
Yo.
What do you
pissing me
mean?
off. You pissing me off, Fred. At this moment, you.
What do
pissing
you
me off.
mean?
At this moment, you're pissing me off. Cause when you was 16, you was listening to fucking adult music. What are you talking about right now? You was listening to Hot 97 and all
Not
that
with my
shit.
mom's permission.
Bro.
Not with my
Exactly.
mom's
So what?
permission.
So guess what? I'm not the type of mother that you gotta hide from. I'm not the type of mother that you gotta hide from. I'm the type of mother, yo, mom, yo, this is what you was listening to. I'm that type of mother. You don't gotta hide nothing from me. What the fuck are you hiding from me?
I see what brother.
It ain't him.
What are you
hiding
hiding
you.
from me?
What are you hiding from him? Why are you?
I'm not hiding shit from my son. My son follows me on Instagram. What am I hiding from my son? I don't do nothing to disrespect
Your son
my
follow
child.
you on the gram.
I don't do no whole shit on Instagram.
Right.
I don't do nothing that my son got to
But
be
if
like,
you
you know
was
what,
doing
I'm embarrassed by my mother. All my son's
Right.
friends
So you're
fuck with me.
consciously thinking of that.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what you're saying. Get the fuck
You're
out of here.
consciously considering
That's not
what you
you're
put in front of
saying.
your child.
We wasn't talking. That's
So
not the
if I
conversation
play
that I
certain
was having.
music in front of my child,
That's not the conversation.
I'm conscious of.
That's not the conversation.
This
we
is
was
not
having.
for my kid to listen to.
That's not the conversation we was
1,
having.
2 with it.
Bro, listen.
That's not the conversation we just had.
I got daughters.
I'ma still make the music that I'ma make. I don't give a fuck whether my son here or not. But a
You're not
certain
gonna play a song for your son talking about sucking dick. You're not gonna do that.
First of all, my son has heard plenty of fucking songs. It's me talking crazy. He
Was
hates
you
it.
talking crazy
He
like
hates
that?
it. He hates it. But at the same time, he understands it because he's an artist as well. So coming from an artist standpoint, my son is not on some little boy shit. He's on some. He's 15. About to be 16, he understands what artistry is about. I'm going to talk my shit because I'm an artist, period. I'm only about 15, 16 years older than him. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Cut the shit. Because I wish I had a parent that instead of telling me, no, don't say that, don't say this, don't talk about that, don't talk about this, instead of making me feel comfortable.
It's 2 different parenting styles.
Like I'm a new age parent. It is what it is.
You look like Lauren London. Anybody ever told you that?
They definitely said that and Gina.
I hear
That
I see that.
Damn, Gina!
I see that.
Damn,
Gina, when my hair is curly and blonde, Christina Milian and Maya. So,
I see Lauren London.
I'm a new age parent. I just feel like I remember when I was a teenager and how down I felt with my parents, downing me on how I felt about the things that I liked to hear or the things that I wanted to sing about, and them making me feel like, ugh, you dirty bitch. Why would you ever speak like remember I told you I was raised with Felicia Rashad type women. So just if you know what the Cosby Show was like with those type of women, for them to look at you like, oh, you're singing about that, or you're cursing, how dare you? Instead of them embracing me and saying, okay, I like what, it might be a little risque, but that's what you're into. I accept you for who you are. I know what that felt like as a teenager, to have people that I looked up to down me and say, oh, yeah, that's disgusting, you slut, you whore, instead of embracing me. And it pushed me back as an artist, me being young, with not feeling accepted, or me not wanting to disrespect my parents or my elders because I felt like it was disrespectful, instead of me just owning who I was and owning what I was experiencing at the time. So with my son, when I hear his music, yeah, it might be some, but at the same time, this is who he is right now. So I accept him. And it's just like, okay, you know what? I fuck what you're doing. It's hot. I love it. I'm never going to make you feel that way because I know what it felt like. I feel like as parents, as we get older and we getting in our age, and you had a child when you was a teenager, you should be able to understand and identify as a teenager. Your son is a teenager now, or your daughter's a teenager now. Instead of you getting in your bag of, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, or no, you was a teenager one time. How did you feel when you was a teenager and the adults were telling you, oh, no, fuck that? No, accept your child for who they are. Accept them for their experiences. Accept them for who they are in their moment. Because the greatest thing that you could accept from your children at the time is, I got you. I might not agree with that, but I got you. I understand. And that's what's important to me. I don't give a fuck about nothing else.
Do you feel
That's
like
what is
people
important to me.
should make music about their experiences?
Why not? I think you should make music about your experience and what you aspire to be.
See, when I was 16, I used to do music. I used to rap when I was 16, from like 16 to 20. And at that time, in the early 2000s, like it was a thing where you had to rap about or make music about stuff you really been through. Mm-hmm. If you didn't go through it, you couldn't really say like, oh yeah, I sold dope, or I do this, or I do that. Like, nigga, because it's so easy, like I move bricks, I do this and I do that, and that's not really what you did. And it's so common in music that we just, oh, it's okay. Like, we know this person is saying this shit, but we know it's not real. And then now we live in an era where we see people are getting incarcerated or, prosecuted for their lyrics, and when they get prosecuted, they come out and say, oh, but I'm just rapping, or I'm just saying this. That's not really what I really do. Like, y'all know I really don't do that. I'm just saying it because it's music.
Right.
So it's like...
That's like Future. Future don't really do drugs, but he promoted.
And I hate that.
I hate that too, but let me tell you something about my son. He only talk about the shit that he doing. He be fucking bitches. When I listen to music, his music is about fucking bitches and emotional shit and emotional trauma that the girls be trying to put him through, but he up on game. You know what I'm saying? So I can't concur to none of that shit. When I listen to my son music, I can see the type of shit that he going through. He ain't talking about selling drugs. He talking about equivalent to A Boogie with the hoodie. You know, he was talking about like emotional female shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's an attractive young man. So he has a lot of women. So the women be on some fake emotional shit and he sees straight through that. So that's the type of stuff that he talking about. Or he talking about trapping through the deli because all his friends is Akis. All his friends is Muslims. He turned Muslim. So he talking about the type of things that he's going through as him trapping out the, you know, that's his vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, he's not doing that drill. Oh, I'm running up on the op. He's not talking about that because that's not his vibe. He has drill music, but it ain't about that because he don't got no beef with nobody. So shout out to Lil Naba. That's my nigga. That's my son. But like, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
do that matter to you though? Like you're consciously saying, look,
you're making
him music, but you're making it about stuff you've been through. If he was making it about stuff he hasn't been through, would you be like, look, that's not
one
true?
of the things that I told him, and I'm gonna be completely transparent, is I don't want you to involved with no trap, no drill music. That was one of the things that I asked him. Like, I don't really want you to be involved with drill music because that is detrimental to yourself. Because at the end of the day, what you talking about? You want beef that you don't really have? You really want to have ops? You really want niggas to be rolling up on you at a show? Like, let's be realistic. Like, that shit ain't about nothing. Yeah, you could talk about it, but that shit ain't about... Leave that shit to the Bronx. Yeah. You from Brooklyn. You don't need none of that. If you really trying to get on some real, like, superstar shit, really try to go for the aim of XXXTentacion. Because that's his role model. Like, he really, when Extension passed away, I think he probably was like 9 years old at the time. He took that shit to the heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you really want to honor that man, not saying become him, but become something greater than that person and understand he understood books. He read books. He did this. You know what I'm saying? Understand what he became as a person and what he understood as his power to become an artist, to change the dynamic of music and change the dynamic of the people that listen to him. Really get into that. And that's what my son is on. And I appreciate that about him because he ain't trying to be in the streets and be like, oh, I'm trying to shoot a nigga. No, he's trying to be on some, I'm trying to educate the people, trying to elevate their mind. I'm 15, but I'm trying to elevate their mind and still talk about the shit that I'm going through. But still trying to educate the people like, yo, we could do better than this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be here. You know what I'm saying? So he's just an extension of me. So like I said, I'm trying to elevate the people's minds because I feel like the energy and the vibration of music mainstream is just down here. And I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with it sometimes. I'm in the club.
It's catchy
you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the club, that's what I want to hear. But when you not in the club and you home and you trying to sip a wine and you trying to cook some dinner for your man and stuff like that, people still live regular lives. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in the club every day. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to elevate the feeling of everything and about just fucking a nigga and getting some money on a come up. People really want to love on their husband. People really want to love on their boyfriends. People really want to cook and make their man feel good and look good for their man, not for a bunch of niggas. That's the energy that I'm trying to give.
Don't that feel like it's missing?
And that's what I'm going to give. The type of energy that I'm giving for Flight Time is when you hear Flight Time music, it is, yo, when I hear music, it's euphoric. It's giving me, yo, I really want to, where's the candles at? Here's the candles. Here's some dinner. Here's a steak. Here's some mashed potatoes. Here's a honey pack just in case you need it.
I need the honey pack.
You know what I'm saying?
I need the honey
pack.
Like,
this is what, you know what I'm saying? If this is what you need, I got you, baby. I want to give for me, with the years that I've been in this music shit, with me going through my phases of life, the energy that I am in right now is I just want to elevate. Whenever I do shows, and at the end of my show, I always tell people I am here to elevate the minds of the people who felt like they were below. I want to make you feel like you are better. I want to make you feel like you want to love that man. I want to make you feel like you want to love that woman. We ain't bitches, we ain't niggas. We are men and we are women, and we are here to love each other. That is the energy that I'm giving in 2024. I don't give a fuck about what I gave in 2023. It's here. I'm living it now. But moving forward, I want to give people the energy and the courage to love one another. It's easy to fuck one another over. You feel me? It's easy for me to say, I'm gonna fuck on you and I'm gonna go to the next nigga. I'm gonna fuck on you and I'm gonna go to the next bitch. It's easy to do that. You know how hard it is to love somebody? You know how hard it is to be like, you know what? You my person. I want to make this work. I want to build something with you. People are so stuck in a phase where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna fuck on this bitch, and yeah, I know she wants some money. I'm gonna give her this money for this bill. I'm gonna fuck on this nigga. Yeah, I know he gonna give me the money for this. I don't want that anymore. It don't feel good. I'm a human, and I feel like we are beings having a human experience, and I feel like I want to give people the energy that makes them feel like, you know what? I want to love this person. I want to be up in the bed. Let's watch Netflix. Let me rub your feet on my feet. Here we go. They dry as fuck, but here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just sit here and watch this movie because I'm loving on you right now. I don't want you for your money. I just want you for your time. I want you for your energy because you give me something that makes me feel complete. That's the type of music that I'm trying to deliver in 2024. That's the energy that I'm giving. And moving forward, I just feel like I know that people will receive me because I understand that this is what people really want. Yeah, everybody right now in 2023, everybody in a fuck you era. Yeah, fuck you. I'm doing my thing, you doing your thing. I got 5 bitches, I got 5 niggas, he paying this, she paying that. Fuck all of that. At the end of the day, when you home by yourself and you don't got nobody to lay with, and if you was to get sick and something was to happen to you, who gonna hold you down? Who gonna really love you? Who gonna be like, you know what? I'm in the hospital with him. He's having a heart attack. I gotta make sure he good. That's what's important. All this extra shit that's going on with these fucking podcasts with people saying, oh, she gotta do. At the end of the day, what's important is who's gonna be for you when you sick. When you ain't got no money. When you in the hospital in ICU because this shit got to me in my chest and I can't breathe. Who gonna be there for you? A lot of these niggas and these bitches is not going to be there for you. So the music that I'm trying to project moving forward is the love music that's like, I know Diddy got an album that just came out that says love, but it ain't really, I know, and I'm not shitting on his album because I know his album is fire. But what I'm trying to give is that real authentic, you get what I'm saying?
There's enough room to do it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give that authentic, this is what you need. I feel what you're saying. Yeah, you want to fuck with that bitch, that's cool. But at the end of the day, who's your person? Who's your person? I'm your person. I'm your person. We're going to make sure this works. And that's my end of the story that I'm going to say is my only objective in this world is to raise the vibrations for everyone because the vibrations is here and I'm trying to make y'all go here so that we could come together and love each other because I feel like men are against women and women are against men. And at the end of the day, we need each other. It's not about what we want. Oh, no, I don't want a man. I need a man. I need you. We need each other. You get what I'm saying? We need each other. Women need men, men need women. And if you're into women, women need women, men need men. But at the end of the day, I need a man, and a man needs a woman, and that needs to be heard. And that's it. Let's raise the vibration. Let's be.
All right. Okay, I like that. All right, before we get out of here, tell the people where to follow you at, what you got coming, what's new. You keep saying 2024, so I know you got something that you're working on.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
I have something I'm working on. I'm flying to LA. I'm working with Sam Hook. I'm going to LA, and I'm working with Sam Hook.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know him, but if y'all know him, we here.
don't drop my name, I'm fucking.
And I'm definitely working with. What you want me to call you? Cause you love. Okay. Oh yeah. So I'm working with Love. So in January 23rd, which is my birthday, I have an EP coming out called Solar Return. I feel like I'm burping on the mic. Sorry. Okay. So in 2024, I'm working on an album, which will probably be an EP. It's called Solar Return. And for people that know me, I don't believe in age. I don't believe in numbers. I don't believe in birthdays. I believe in just moments. So January 23rd is called The Solar Return. And I'm working on an EP that is going to be compilated of just music that makes you vibrate at a different frequency. It's not going to be at the frequency that you guys are used to. It's going to be at something that you want to feel. Like I said, Silk Sonic. Marvin Gaye, something that you could play, smoke to, just sit and be with your girl and be like, God damn, son, like, let's go eat some lunch, just have a picnic. Yeah. That's the type of energy that I want to bring to 2024. I feel like y'all need it. I feel like people need to be together. I want you to feel at 20, how old are you?
23. At
23, I want you to feel like you could want a man, but you need a man. Because at the end of the day, you want to have a family, you want to have a foundation, you want to have something that you could build on, you want to have a legacy. That is what's important. I don't give a fuck what these bitches is telling you. You want to have a legacy where when you pass away, whenever your time is, that you have a legacy of a man and a woman and a child that can rebirth and keep bringing something that you brought into this world. That's what I want. I don't want to have that, I'm a single parent, I could do it. No, you need a man because you need a foundation and you need a legacy to build. Same thing as you. You need a woman that you can have, that you can build a legacy and be like, this is my legacy. This is my lineage. Mm-hmm. This is who is going to, when I die and I pass away, my son and my daughter is going to lead the way.
Absolutely.
That is the energy that I am bringing for 2024. And I feel that in my soul that I want to bring that to y'all, and that is the message, to raise the frequency, because I need our people to come together. We are not separate and we do not hate each other, and that is not the energy that we are bringing on podcasts that men are against women and women against men for clickbait. Bitch, we got to be together. We need each other.
Yeah.
Where's the liquor?
Definitely. So for 2024, we got the EP dropping. Tell them where they can follow you at, Flyt.
Y'all can follow me at Flyt Time, 2 E's, FLYTTIMEE.
We're going to tag you, for sure. Look at the comment.
Right.
We're going to tag you.
So Flyt Time with 2 E's. Yeah. That is me. Follow me. I love y'all. Raise the frequency. Yeah. That's what we're doing for 2024.
It might be the first guest we had on here that I ain't talked to nothing. I ain't say nothing crazy, sexual. I ain't even ask you. You suck dick.
Right.
Nothing. She got in her bag. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you did, I would have took it there.
But, I just want to say I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you having a perspective. You know what I mean? Stand on it. You're a beautiful black woman.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You're gorgeous as fuck.
Thank you. Panamanian, Jamaican, Wagon.
Sure, Steve. So on that note, though, Britt, love you. You know what I'm saying? We got another episode of Strip Clubs and Art Galleries. We're going to wrap up, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all check in with that new EP. We'll be dropping in January, right? 23rd?
January 23rd.
January 23rd.
Solar
Return. No, you said Solar Return.
I said Solar Return.
Yeah, she said Solar Eclipse. Solar Return is the name of the EP.
Solar Return!
Tune in, check in. We got a little tipsy, but you know what I mean? Thank y'all for checking us out, man. Appreciate y'all. And we out.